In the words of the late great Sizzle, hello! How's it going? How is everybody feeling on this fine Tuesday? It's a Tuesday night, and we have a banger locals. We have Rawneck versus Tim Ponce round one, which is actually insane. As you guys know, Tim Ponce is an upcoming frog player who's been topping a lot this year. He just recently topped the event over this past weekend, EWCQ 11, with a 49 card frog monster mash ultimate offering jank pile. And yeah, him and Rawneck are going to duke it out round one. So we're going to watch that. We are going to watch that is what's happening, because I like seeing Tim play and I like seeing Rawneck play. So I get to see both of the hot frog players play each other round one. And honestly, that's amazing. Okay, so I don't know if they already started. I don't know if, oh, here we go. Rawneck looking for Tim. Looking for revenge. Rawneck won last week with Virus, what was it? Virus Frogs? Diva Virus Frogs. Very interesting deck. Very interesting deck. Yeah, Rawneck's obviously the GOAT, you know. And Tim is also great, so we're just here. We're just here on a Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday. I haven't had any tacos in a minute, actually. I need to go to Mission Taqueria in Philly. So my favorite taco place in Philly is there's two places. There's South Philly Barbacoa and there's Mission Taqueria. Philly is a city with some of the best food in the entire country, just by the way. And I know that we talk about food often because Philly just has so much good food. But the two favorite taco places for me, again, is South Philly Barbacoa and Mission Taqueria. If you go to Mission Taqueria, you need to get the carnitas tacos. That shit is crack. Like, so good. I'm salivating right now thinking about the carnitas tacos. And South Philly Barbacoa is known for lamb. So they have really good lamb tacos, and they literally have one of those big spits with like the lamb on it, and they slice the meat right in front of you and then like slash it up and all that, and it's amazing. Like, it is amazing. Cave said Philly got the eaters. Philly does have the eaters. We got the meats, we got the meats, we got the meats, yeah! Philly's got the meats. All right, here we go. Round one. Tim Ponce versus Ronak. So today I had an acai bowl for lunch, and I had a bacon, egg, and cheese for breakfast, which I don't normally eat breakfast, but whenever I have a gym day, I usually eat something early in the morning, like something to give me some protein or whatever, and just a boost of energy. Because I hit that treadmill after my workouts for 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how I'm feeling. And that treadmill I'd be sweating bad, bro. But, Fraser, do you by any chance know the saxophone song name you said went hard? No. Oh my lord. Wombo. Wombo. This is gonna be... Wait, what? Bro. Yo, bruh. I swear to God, Ronak is not a real fucking person, bro. Like, that was about to be so bad just now if he didn't specifically have the one card in the entire format that stops that. Like, what the fuck? How does he do this every week? How does he literally do this every week? How does he just, like, steal other people's joy and then finds joy for himself? It doesn't make sense. There's no other card that could have stopped what just happened besides Herald of Orange Light, and he fucking has it. Oh no. He can only tribute for 2 tribute guys, so he can tribute for Gores? Yeah, that's just wild to me what just happened. This is like... What? Kaiser Coliseum is legal. No one plays it except Rawneck, of course. What is, like, okay, we did not come, I don't know what we came for. I don't know what this is, chat. I'm actually just so lost right now. I thought that I was going to watch 2 frog players duke it out. And Tim Ponce was about to go Substitute, Dandelion. Fuck, I'm dying. Substitute, Dandelion. And Rawneck had the one card in the entire format that could stop it. There's the Gores I was talking about. There's no way this attack is going to work. Oh no, it worked. What is this? What the fuck is this? Oh wow. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 level 2 or lower light monster from your deck to your hand. Interesting. Okay. I don't know what's happening, bro. This is some cursed shit that he's playing right now. Yeah, that's some cursed right there. Let me set a timer for these dudes as well. Give him some time. Now, yeah, I remember Bujins with Kaiser Coliseum years later, like literally 4 years later. But this cursed shit that Rawneck is on right now, how do you get 5 monsters that fast? Because, bro, he's cheating, bro. What? Is this main decked? So you can't Kaius him now. Okay, I think that Rawneck is not a real person. I think that he's actually an AI-generated profile. Has anyone ever actually seen Rawneck, actually? Like, when you think about it? Like, have you ever seen him, you know? Like, I don't think he's real. I think Rawneck is AI-generated. This is just nonsense. This is what we call being on all bullshit. Can you summon that? Bro, you can't summon dark monsters. Like, what the fuck? Like, literally, you're getting consecrated game 1. Welcome to your reality. Welcome to hell. Welcome to absolute fucking hell, bro. This is the 3rd stage of hell right here. Rawneck will be your guide. Welcome to the 3rd stage of hell. You know what? I'm just gonna sit back. Oh, my bad. This is so wild. This is like, Honestly, one of the most toxic things I've ever seen. What's a man to do right now? Like, what is a man to do when your opponent is just looking at you with double Kaiser Coliseum Consecrated Light? Now, the weird thing is, Tim happens to play a lot of cards. So Ronak cannot deck him out. So then that begs the question, Ronak may have the upper hand with this situation, but does Tim have the upper hand because he has a big deck? Pause. Like, Tim might be Ronak's bane because his deck just literally plays like more. I just play more cards than you. I literally just play more cards. Yeah, I don't know how we like. What's the win condition? Was the win condition supposed to be deck out? Because deck out doesn't work. He's 5 cards bigger than you, so like. Now I'm wondering, does Ronak's deck have an actual win condition? Like, is something going to happen to affect the duel? Okay. Tim's out for this. Game 1 is to deck Ronak out. I think Tim is just going to deck him out. Because right now, Ronak doesn't have a win condition unless that is a face-down stealth bird. Game 1 Consecrated Light is cursed, by the way. Oh wait, he has 3 Avarice? Is Ronak playing 3 Avarice? So Avarice puts back 5 and draws 2, so your deck gets bigger by 3 cards. Okay, so I guess if Ronak resolves 2 Avarices, that puts him 6 cards higher, so he will be at 39 cards if that's how that works. I'm not really sure if that's how the math works, but I think Avarice gives you 3 more cards. Interesting. Uh-oh. Here comes our boy Unifrog. Oh, wait. Okay. Still is on the way. Or if Ponce just puts, like, thins their deck out for Ronak, which is actually happening right now. Take 400 or no? Okay, this is exactly what Tim needs. Unifrog is such a great card, bro. Like, what other card do you know that can get through, like, 6 back row, you know? Like, Unifrog is just... Unifrog is that girl. I really don't know what this is, though. So now... Now what? You have to clear the Unifrog, otherwise it's just going to eat you alive. What's that set monster too, chat? Like, what is that? Is that a stealth bird? It's not a stealth bird, is it? He's committing more monsters to the field. Interesting. So now Tim can also, for what it's worth, he can commit more monsters to the field. I wonder, was it a mistake? I wonder, was it a mistake for him to put a second monster on the field? Because him putting a second monster on the field allowed for him to go uni dupe. Now here's the tricky part. He will clear up one of Ronak's spaces. Potentially. Yeah, he clears up a space, which I don't even know if it's right to do that. What if Ronak was screwed with 5 back row he couldn't activate, and then, like, you just sit there and attack him with Unifrog for, like, how many turns? 11 turns? Yeah, you can attack him for 11 turns straight. You're at 8,000. He can't attack the Unifrog because of the Duke Frog. And, like, he was probably locked. Honestly, I think popping was a misplay just now. I think unless like Tim knows what this deck is, he knows this list, which I do not. So if I had to play against this in tournament, I don't know fuck about shit. I'm just going to attack you, and I'm going to think about it and be like, yeah, I'm not popping anything. Go. Okay, so he's officially going to be lower in cards now. If this resolves. But we are very far from deck out. Like, very, very far from deck out. At this point, I feel like there's been some questionable things on both sides. I feel like Ronak putting a second monster in the field, allowing for uni dupe, was bad, and I feel like Tim changing the game state to this, unless he's going to literally kill him, which he very well could. But I also think that he just had a win condition by just attacking with Unifrog for 11 turns. I'm not even kidding. Yeah, see, so that back row right there, that Nightmare Wheel, that was not set. He got to set that Nightmare Wheel because the first Coliseum got popped. Those 3 back rows that are face down right now have been face down this entire game, and he had 2 Kaiser Coliseums. I'm borderline convinced that those 3 face down back rows don't stop Unifrog from attacking 11 turns in a row and winning the game. Also, Tim could just summon Swap Frog and bounce the Unifrog up and then continue where he was. I just think the smart thing to do was to... The game state favored him. So why change it? Thank you, Ryzen. What the hell is going on here? That's what I'm trying to figure out. This is a cursed duel. Ronak won last week with Diva Virus Frogs, and this week he just decided, I'm going to give him hell. Because this is hell. This is like the third pit of hell. Now we have Rivalry of the Warlords happening. So you have to tribute down to 1 type. And Swap Frog still breaks this whole thing, though. Okay. They are going to get down to just machines. Interesting. My day was good, Liquid. How do you feel about spending money on max ready cards to play and not collect? I mean, that's what I do. I'm not really a collector, even though I have a massive collection. But, like, I play my cards. Like, I play all of my max rarity cards. I don't really care. I think a lot of the top players just play their max rarity cards. Like, Sizzle also plays max rarity. I feel like max rarity helps you win, too. Like, I didn't win until I max rarity my deck. I think about that a lot. Like, max rarity and just, like, it kind of makes you win. Like, we don't talk about max rarity Caius's, like, just doing better than, like, regular-ass Caius's enough. But we really should. Yeah, Sizzle plays his SJC Darken. It is in his deck. Like, when you watch Sizzle's deck profile, like, you can see his SJC Darken is in his deck. I think if you're going to have max rarity cards, you should play them. What else are you doing with them? Yeah, I play max rarity. Sizzle plays max rarity. Who else? Silverman plays max rarity. Silverman's really big on max rarity. Yeah, a lot of... I'm not thinking about a lot of the people who have won tournaments play max rarity. Like, just straight up, their shit has to be maxed out. Fraser, do you love me? I do love me, yes. Ronak is playing 30-25 Edison, bro. I don't know what this is, but I know that Tim could have won. I know that Tim could have won with way less work. I feel like Tim is forcing himself to work way harder than he had to. Tim literally could have attacked with Unifrog for 11 turns straight, and I'm like 99% sure that shit was gonna work. I have really, really good perception in Yu-Gi-Oh! I just feel like there was a point in this game where Rawneck made an error and Tim kind of revealed it, but then he overdid it. I think he should have just been like, oh, Unifrog attack goes through? Pass. Unifrog attack goes through again? Pass. Unifrog attack, pass, 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 pass. And if Rawneck changed the game state, then we will adjust to that. But I'm not changing it for you. You put us in this complicated hell thing that we're in. You can flip face downs. Yeah, you can flip it if it's a fiend. Yeah, but you can flip face downs. Now, if it's a fucking frog... let's see. Getting my last 2 ulti miracle fusions for Diva Hero this weekend. Very nice. I love ulti miracle fusions. I have 3 ulti first myself. I keep most of my high rarity stuff in a safe and just hope it appreciates. Okay, Marcus, well, maybe you'll win if you start playing the max rarity instead of keeping it in a safe. You ever think about that? Huh? I'm kidding. I'm careful with my $5 cards. I can't imagine playing $1,000 cards. Different strokes for different folks, bro. Like, $1,000 is relative. If you double sleeve them, you're not going to hurt the condition unless you try. I don't even double sleeve my cards. My deck has like 3 ulti Kai's, 3 ulti Miracle Fusions first, ulti Ryza first, Super Trap Dust Shoot, ulti Stratos, like first edition Mirror Force with Metal Raiders. I mean, you name it. 3 Super Rageki Breaks, Super Dupe Frogs, like you name it. I just played my cards, bro. I don't really care about keeping them in a binder. I like I don't enjoy dueling, so if I have to duel, I'll be damned if I'm not going to duel in style. The only thing I won't play are minty first eds. Are you going into Anaheim 20 in November? I am not. So are you saying I suck because I don't play max rarity? I'm saying that you're not going to win because you're not playing max rarity. I don't know if you suck or not. Go buy some stocks if you're just going to throw some cardboard in a safe. The way to unlock my Edison win is just play high rarity. Good to know. Honestly, Marcus, I don't know if this will I mean, you guys are friends, right? You could borrow... You're already playing Sizzle's deck anyway, right? You could borrow his deck and go to an event that he's not going to and win that event. I bet you'll win that event. You need to borrow his exact deck, though. Like... If he's a real friend, he'll trust you. McCabe would trust me with his max rarity cards, and I would give him, if he wanted for some cursed reason to play my Hero Frog deck, I would send him wherever he wants to go with it, and let him win with it. Even though I know McCabe would never play fucking frogs because he's a GB player, so we are at odds. But yeah, I don't double sleeve because I don't like the way it feels. Like when I shuffle, the deck is just too big. It's like unwieldy. I don't really do... I'm not really a double sleeve kind of... I never really was the double sleeve kind of guy. Like I don't know. Maybe one day I'll double sleeve. I thought about doing it. But then when I pick up other people's decks that are double sleeved and I start shuffling their cards, I'm just like, nope, I hate this. I hate your deck. I just immediately hate your deck. I enjoy every other aspect of Yu-Gi-Oh! More than dueling. Dueling is at the bottom of the list. And I've been this way since forever. Like, literally forever. Do you use QCRs? I have QCRs. I don't really like QCRs, but if the max rarity of a card is QCR and it doesn't have an ulti, then I will use a QCR. But if it has an ulti, I'm always going to use an ulti over it. My hierarchy is ulti over everything. The best part is eating food in new cities with the homies. Yeah, honestly, food is one of my top 3 joys in life, so absolutely. I cannot believe how complicated this game got. I'm so serious when I tell y'all that, like, Tim won this game, I don't know, 20 minutes ago. And they, like, then they overdid it. Yo, Eric, can I use your deck? I'm pretty desperate for a win, and Fraser said we aren't true friends if you don't. Thanks. Yeah, exactly like that. Exactly like that, Marcus. Just like that. I have my tan reprint Spellground, the calc case, the white PC sleeves. I'm a creature of habit. You know, I was looking at Spellgrounds yesterday on eBay, because I have an original tan Spellground from like 94. And they're like almost $4,000. I think I did see one for $4,000, but most of them were like $3,500. And I literally played through an era where they were $300. So to see them 10x is so weird to me, because like my brain cannot comprehend that the mat that I have bought and sold 100 times throughout my Yu-Gi-Oh career is now worth $3,500 or whatever. Like, that is so fucking insane to me. Yeah, Spellgrounds from the 1900s. I do play on a Spellground from the 1900s. I guess my mat is the most expensive thing in my mat is worth more than any card in my deck. My mat is like 3K plus. Which I don't really think about that, but like it just is randomly over 3K. You want a real one so bad you sold your OG gray and OG tan years ago for like $250-300 each, so now I just have the reprints. Yeah, it's really interesting. Like, I was on eBay. Let me see if I can find these listings again. I was on eBay. I don't know why I was on eBay yesterday looking at Spellgrounds. I was on eBay for something else, and I remember looking up Spellgrounds, and then it just got weird. Oh, look, when you pull up my eBay, the first thing I see is the fucking Spellgrounds I was looking at yesterday. Like, look, it's just blatantly showing all the things I was looking at. And, like, random Pokemon cards. Because McCabe has a bunch of these, like, Pikachus that are Poncho Pikachus, and apparently they're worth a lot of money now. I don't know anything about the Pokemon market, but in our group chat, with, like, me, Silverman, McCabe, and everybody, he was saying that the Gyarados, or whatever, some Poncho Pikachu thing is worth a lot of money now. But yeah, Spellgrounds, look at these. Like, why would this be 5K? Like, what happened? Like, where do we go? I won't even say where do we go wrong, because I don't necessarily think it's wrong, but like, how did we end up here? Like, how did we end up here? This is the exact mat that I play on. I've always preferred the tan because I'm tan. But yeah, I've always liked this mat since I was a kid, basically, and I got a really crispy, clean version of it in 2021 for not this price, not even close. Is he playing stall deck out? That's exactly what he's doing. I'm just really shocked that Tim decided to not Unifrog attack for 11 turns in a row and win the game. $4K for a piece of cloth is crazy. I think you have to look at it for what it actually is, right? So yes, it is a piece of cloth, but in context, it's a piece of cloth from 1994 that was extremely limited in quantity. It is extremely rare to find it in any condition, let alone good condition. And so the mat is older than a lot of people in this chat right now. The mat is older than a lot of people in chat right now. The mat is 31 years old. Like the Spellground mat, this mat, it said literally 1994. This mat is 31 years old. There's a lot of people watching who are not 31 years old. This mat is older than you. It is an antique. It is extremely rare and it's always had value. Obviously not, you know, 3,000 value, but even when they were 300, I was like, man, that's a lot of money for these things. Yeah, just a very interesting world where like spellgrounds are just, I don't know, $5,000, $3,200, $2,500. Like what are we doing? Like just how did we get here? And you know what's interesting? No matter how many reprints they make of these things or like companies try to replicate this, they never get the back of them right. One of the things I always hate about like fake Spellground mats is that the back of them is never the OG soft cloth material back. Let's see what's happening here. Ultimate offering. Honestly, if Tim pulls this off, that would be very legit. I didn't realize that Ronek's life points are at 800 randomly. I don't know what happened to make him this low, but like at this point. No. Wow. Does this not have more pictures? How does this not have more pictures? I don't trust that. I feel like that's a little weird. This has like one picture. Like, why do you have one picture? Where's the back? One of the things that makes people buy these things is like they look at the back. For example, like I'm sure that this guy is going to have a picture of the back, right? Like, I would not buy a Spellground mat. First of all, why are these pictures blurry? I would not buy this. I swear, people who post on eBay have like the brain. Cloth, 2-player cloth mat, no dash, very clean. How will we know it's clean if you took your pictures on a fucking Nokia from 1998? I hate people. I hate people so bad, bro. And don't even get me started on the World's Playground. Like the World's, let me see. World's Spellground. You want to see how bad it can get. I don't even know if there's going to be any listed because they might already be off the market or whatever, but the World Spellgrounds, you want to talk about thousands of dollars? You want to see how bad it can get? We can't even find one. Let me just like narrow my search this way. There used to be a bunch on here. They're just all gone. Okay, here's one. Here's one, chat. Have you ever seen a World Spellground, bro? So they, you know, has the really nice back that people can't replicate for some reason. This mat actually does go for $8,000. I've been around for transactions where people actually have bought these things for over $4,000 back when they were $4,000, and now they've doubled since then because Yu-Gi-Oh! And unreasonableness. But this is one of the most expensive mats in the world. And yeah, 1997 Spellground. This is something that if you bought this, you just hold it forever because it keeps appreciating. Like it just continuously goes up. Like it has not lost value. It just continues to appreciate. Spellgrounds have gone crazy. I bought my 2011 mat brand new back then, and even they're getting crazy. 94 gray no dash and World's 97 are my two favorite mats I've ever owned and played on. Tom says I want that one so bad. Yeah, this mat, every once in a while I just think about buying this mat and just like, because I would play on it first of all, but I would also just keep it forever. Like I always just come and look at it and then just like leave. Because there's always, for some reason, there's always at least one that gets posted or something. But yeah, that is a mat of all time. What's so special about Spellground mats? It's kind of one of those things like if you know, you know. It's a part of Yu-Gi-Oh's history and they're extremely old. The mat is likely older than you asking the question. Like the mat is 31 years old. It's like if you tried to buy an iPhone 1. Like, let's see. Original iPhone. Let's see. Have you ever seen how much an original iPhone costs? Like the actual OG. Look at this. If you try to buy a factory sealed OG iPhone, this is a 3G. Look at how much an iPhone 3G from 2008 costs. Basically, if you have something that is in really good condition from, I don't know, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, or whatever, people are willing to pay a lot of money for certain things that are very old because you can't get them anymore. Hoban always had that Toronto Worlds when it looked so good it does. Do you know about the Spellground playmat table? I don't think so. I feel like I heard about this and I just kind of was like in one ear out the other kind of thing. There are 16 minutes left. Okay, so the only matches going on right now are Ronak and Red Vines is playing. Red Vines got second at RBET LA against HT19, where they were both playing draw traps. HT19 was playing 6 draw traps and Black Wings and he won, and Red Vines was playing 5 draw traps and Hero Frogs and he could have won. And I remember watching the stream and saying he has lethal, but he messed it up. And then HT19 capitalized on it and won like a true champion would. And then we ended up in a draw trap meta after that. That's when the draw traps popped off last year. Not today, Satan. Whoa. Not today or any other day. This is so cursed. This is so fucking cursed. Oh, wait. Oh, he plays Dark Death Spirit. He miscounted the levels. So you mean to tell me, Tim, that you just looked at Dark Death Spirit, bro? This is your first time ever touching this card? This card is goated. This card literally, I feel like this is part of the reason why I won Ultimate Time was in Indianapolis. Because I tribute set it and my opponent attacked it with a fucking fairy monster and died. He literally attacked a Shining Angel into my face down tribute. And I guess he thought I was playing malicious, but I'm not bad. so I wasn't. And it was a Dark Dust Spirit, and he just looked at his Shining Angel and was like, does it die? I was like, it big dies, and you take 400. And that was my last round of Swiss. Find out said good night. I tribute, yo, no one expects when you tribute set and frogs that it's gonna be a fucking Dark Dust Spirit, bro. For some reason, it's just like the brain can't handle that it's that. Like Yu-Gi-Oh player is just like, oh, it has to be malicious. Like, is Ronek's win condition literally deck out? Because I feel like this has to be the worst matchup, like, by far. A fucking deck that's this big, like, come on. Mm-hmm. Breaker. The Magical Warrior. This card is so good. Also, this card's artwork is good. Isn't there like a YCS Breaker now or something like that, chat? Like, I know they have the Card Trooper. Isn't there a Breaker though? Oh wait, what is this thing? What is this? Yu-Gi-Oh! Breaker the Magical Warrior Mirror Force French World Championship Series? No, that's TP7. What? Okay, what is this? How do you get this? World Championship 2025. This looks really interesting. I don't really know if I like it. Looks like a Gold Series card almost. I'm not sure if I really like this. What curse shit is happening here? The French Breaker, yeah, I was about to say, it's a Worlds Breaker. It's from Worlds. Okay, well. You want to Force de Mirror? Force de Mirror. Force de Mirror. What's up, Quest? You forgot it's Tuesday? It's Quest, you could just say you hate me. It's okay. You wouldn't be the first. You can literally just say, I fucking hate you. Or you can say you hate my outfit. Let's see. There were local tourneys during Worlds where the first place got a pack. Baby boy. Why would I ever say that? You said worst, Quest. You've said fucking worst. Okay? Now Tim is doing tricks on it. Oh, this does say when it leaves the field, destroy this card. Have you seen the way I dress? I cannot criticize anybody for their fits. You know what you did, Quest, alright? You know what you've done in the past. But the past is behind us, you know? The past is behind us now. Alright, Tim might have a game shot this turn. We can go to game 3. They only have a little bit of time left. Let me just check how much time they have left. They only have a little bit of time left. They have 9 minutes. I'm about to implement the new Konami time rules right now. Just like mid-tournament, just be like, and double loss. I feel like the chat would actually like that, and that's so toxic. You both lose. Ty said, I looked at the time and just shut my computer back down. You can't change the past. The ink is dry. Yeah, I love the Three-Eyed Raven has some one-liners for sure. I mean, all the Game of Thrones characters do. I watched my friend sent me a video last night of Tywin, Joffrey, Maester Pycelle, Cersei, Tyrion, and Joffrey. That famous scene from like season 4 or maybe a season 3 at the very end after the Red Wedding, and Joffrey's super happy, and then Tywin says, anyone who has to say, I am the king, is no real king at all. And then he's like, my dad won the war while you were fucking hiding in Casterly Rock. And then Tywin's like, Maester Pycelle, can you please see the king to his bedchamber and give him some milk and a poppy? He's clearly fucking tired. And Joffrey's like, I'm not tired. He's like, no, you're tired. He's like, I am not fucking tired. Tywin just stares at him with that death stare, and then he walks away to his bedchamber like he was told. Such a good scene. And Tyrion's smartass is like, you just sent the most powerful man in Westeros off the bed without his supper. You think that that's the most powerful man in Westeros, then you're a big ass fool. Such a good series, man. Love Game of Thrones. Alright, we're going into game 3. I feel like this is definitely one of those decks, like Ronek's deck is one of those that after game 1, it really falls apart because side deck cards are so good against this type of shit. Like just a simple triple Dust Tornado side deck has to be like a lot. Here we go. The kid who played Joffrey did way too good. I still hate him. Yeah, he got death threats for playing that role too good. You know, he played his role so well that in real life, people sent him death threats and genuinely hate him. Because that's how good of an actor he was for Joffrey. And honestly, he should be typecasted as every petulant king or honestly just petulant child going forward, for as long as he looks like that, obviously. See? See? Look at this shit. Also, what did Merchant hit? Because it didn't mill shit. Oh, it hit Pot Avarice immediately? Yo, that's wild that it hit Pot Avarice immediately because, like, he literally plays 50 cards and I think only 3 of them are spells. Hey, speaking of Jinzo, our video came out today with Jinzo OTK, and this guy is actually pretty good. Alright, well, here we go with this nonsense again. Have you watched Dexter? I have. I watched the first 3 seasons of Dexter, and then I stopped because it got way too repetitive and a little one note. But yeah, I did see Dexter, and I enjoyed it a lot for like a season and a half. And then I just kind of was like staring at my screen like, okay, this is a lot of a guy killing people and getting away with it every episode. Just starting to be a little unbelievable. And then I just stopped watching it eventually because my suspension of disbelief ran out. Yeah. Dexter's a show that I think it just should not be 7 seasons. It's a show that, like, I think the first season with the Ice Pick Murderer was amazing. that season is goated, season 1, and like season 2 is okay, if I remember correctly. And then it just starts to decline and decline and decline. Then it's just like, okay, well, this is unwatchable now. Does challenge support double losses? I actually don't know, Johnson Boss. I actually don't know. I was only kidding about giving them a double loss anyway. I would not do that. At least not without announcing that that's the rules going into the tournament, right? Oh shit. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Oh, I thought he was going for Yugioh Guardian. What an interesting duel. There's 3 minutes left. So I mean, Ronak's deck is definitely kind of geared towards like winning in time, I would say. Or decking you out. One of the two. What time rules is it? End of phase. Or no, not end of phase. End of turn. When time is called, play out the last, like the turn that is currently on, play out that turn, and then that's, you know, compare life points, and that's it. Hydro Pump said that sounds too reasonable. You locked. 0, 1, 2, 3 is probably the worst time rules ever. Like, those are legit the worst time rules you could possibly have. Out of all the time rules that we've seen so far, end of phase, double loss, 0, 1, 2, 3 is the worst by far. I think if you give people 50 minutes to play their round and they can't finish in 50 minutes, that's on them. Me included. If I can't finish my match in 50 minutes, I accept that I would get a double loss. I'm good with that. It's better than having people fucking slow play and burn you in time, or slow play and gain life in time, or they're side decking cards for time, or they're extra decking cards for time, or whatever the fuck people are doing. I hate all of it. Like, and it's unfortunate because a lot of the top players are kind of like forced into that strategy because it's so effective under the old now old time rules. That strategy is so effective that it's won people multiple tournaments and just like did so well for them. But like, I am not a fan of the time rules that have just expired. They were really, really bad, but they were better than 0, 1, 2, 3 because 0, 1, 2, 3 could literally be an extra hour, and oftentimes it was, which is just not okay. It might be time. All right, it is time. All right, that's it. This is over. All right, we're going to move on to round 2. I'm getting out of here. This is a cursed match. There's no more time left in a round. Oh wait, his name. I always think his name is like Tim Ponce on here, but it's just Ponce. It's just end of turn. So on Tim's last turn, Tim had more life points. No, I'm not doing new time rolls. I'm not doing double losses. Yeah. All right, round 2. Here we go. So who won round 1? Let's see that. Proto ZP, Dom won round 1, Hydro Pump won round 1. Wait, so we got some duelists. We got some duelists. I guess I should. Could you imagine if this was really Neymar? Is it one of these names? Didn't I just see Neymar, or did I see Nathaniel? Oh no, I saw Neymar. Could you imagine if this was like the actual soccer player? Is he a soccer player? I think he's a soccer player, right? I don't know shit about sports. I just feel like I know that name because it's too big to not know. It's too big to rig. All you need to know is the Eagles. I am not... It's not that I'm... I kind of want to see this too. It's not that I'm not an Eagles fan. I just don't care about sports in general. So like I'm not really that much of a fan of any sports team. But if I had to be a fan of a sports team for football, I guess it makes sense to be an Eagles fan considering that they're like a really good team and they won the Super Bowl last year. Or this year, technically. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Mill brain control. That's what you call
shit mills.
Okay, but wait, we get a second chance to correct it. Okay, those are still
shit mills.
Yep. Thank you, Stango. Oh, it's not just the white people quest. It's all the people in Philly. Like, it is not just the white people in Philly who go crazy for the Eagles. It's literally every Philadelphian except me. They fucking riot. Win or lose. Like, win or lose. They fucking go crazy. Like, I'm afraid of both outcomes when it comes to the Eagles. Okay, that's 4 fairies. Is what about to happen? Is what? Okay, well, no Christia came down. I was about to say, is he about to drop the big one? Oh, he fucking has Christia, bro. Yeah, I guess that was the best thing to get. You could argue that Celestia is better, though. Because, like, if you can protect this, then next turn you can tribute it for Celestia. And then... then you're not milling anymore, which is a good thing, because you want your Christia to not overmill. Like, you don't want to get over 4 fairies. You also, just having 2 big monsters is better than 1 often against GBs. But this game is probably just cooked as is. Also, wasn't this a turn 1 Christia? This was like a fucking turn 1 Christia, right, chat? Why does Philly go so nuts no matter the outcome? Because Philly is just a very big sports city. By the way, Fraser, thank you for the kind words about my tell-that list in EWCQ. No problem, Duck Murder. I see you've been doing your thing over the last year that I've been noticing, at least. It might have been longer, but I know in the last year I've seen you topping and doing your thing. Eagles won NFC Championship, and I was scared. You should have been scared. You were with a friend who had an opposing team's jersey on, I think, right? You guys could have literally died. I do not say that in jest either. Turn 1 Christie is so, like, disrespectful. And it's just going through. And the attacks are just going through. I don't know what he could possibly have to deal with this. There's exactly 4 fairies in the grave as well. So, like, even if the Christia dies, it's coming back down unless you literally win on the turn you summon it. On the turn you get it off the field. Bro.
Bruh.
That was that entire duel was fucking disgusting. Like, that entire duel was just gross. And GB's went first. Christie's Sworn is definitely a nightmare kind of deck. Like, it is a deck of nightmares for sure. Especially when they're dropping that shit turn 1. Red Robin. Red Vines. That is an example of some really good marketing, by the way. Here's where you're thinking about attacking, because if you don't get through, you lose a hero and a Treeborn Frog. It's a very scary attack right here. But there is 1D Prison in the Grave, for what it's worth, and he's Solemn Dacaius. Fuck it, we ball. Yep, I was about to say, it might give, I'm going to play this Miracle Fusion while I can play this Miracle Fusion, you know? Like, it might give that. And apparently he felt like it gave that. He was like, I don't trust you, even though you don't have any cards. Like, his opponent has no cards except a D-Fisher, apparently. Which is the equivalent of Ryza. Just Ryza him out of his misery right now. Like, absolutely, tribute for Ryza. No. Okay, this is game, though. I would have tributed for Ryza and passed. Tribute for Ryza, go. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I think people are quiet. It's just a chill to even I'm quiet. It's just a chill Tuesday, just vibing and watching the Edison locals. You know, we just had a really big tournament over the weekend. We had the Edison World Championship Qualifier 11, which was the last Edison World Championship qualifier of the year. There will be other chances to qualify for Edison Worlds, but that was the last EWCQ. However, tomorrow is the start of a Peak of the Beak tournament, which is a 48-hour round tournament where you play Edison format and you get an opponent every 48 hours and you have to schedule when you guys are going to play. Last year I played in a couple of those and I topped a couple of those. They are a very good way to test out your skill, test out a deck, try tech and things like that without having to lose an entire day or a weekend. I like them for that reason. You can just like, you know, starts on a Wednesday, you have until Friday to play round 1, and then at some point on Friday, round 2 will go up and you have until like Sunday to play round 2. And then at some point round 3 will go up on Sunday and you have until Tuesday to figure that one out, and so forth and so on. They get hundreds of players and they're pretty good. I like them for what they're worth. I haven't played in one this year. I was actually thinking about playing in the one that starts tomorrow, but with my new content schedule and also work schedule and also workout schedule, I probably just cannot play in very many tournaments in general, which is like has been a story of my life this year. But I'm fine with that. But yeah, if you're looking to play test or you want to get better, I think playing in the Peak of the Beak tournaments is a really good way to do so. Also, because after each round, you would get to review your replays, like, which is really good in my opinion. Like after your round, win or lose, you can watch it back and then see where you went wrong and like improve on your gameplay that way. It's one of the best ways to improve. Because in real life, obviously, you know, you only have the replay in your mind. So sometimes you might not remember exactly how things were. And you don't know your opponent's exact setup and everything that they had all the time either. But with a replay on Dueling Book, you can see literally start to finish, like how you won or how you lost. Come on, Johnson Boss. You gotta sack it out this game or something, because I was about to say, where your GB at? Plague. If Marmillo could pop face downs, you know, funny story about that. This year, when Sizzle won Ultimate Time was Orlando in the finals, his opponent tried to summon Rescue Cat, get Sam Knight and Test Tiger, activate Test Tiger's effect, target Sam Knight, shuffle Sam Knight into the deck, get Marmillo, summon Marmillo, and pop Sizzle's face down monster. And he was quickly told that that is not how that card works. And this was in the finals. And I was like, oh, okay. Chariot. Very well. Big JD, not the little one. Nice music change for JD too. I don't have Chariot, as he literally added Chariot back last turn. The problem is JD has to mill on the end phase no matter what. But you can at least get some damage off, I guess, this turn. But like, this game is realistically cooked. Wabaku, yep. Tag off Marmillo and pop. They already pop. Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Slash. Lost connection. Nani? Judge, come forth. Judge man. Clear the courtroom. Chariot is powerful as fuck. Especially in a format where warning is not even out yet, and you basically have a pseudo warning that is recyclable. You know, I was going to say maybe it's time for the Hero Frog players to start playing Nobleman of Extermination again, but as we just saw over the weekend, Hero Frogs won the major, and there were no Nobleman of Exterminations in sight. He just had triple dust tornado, and that was good enough. But Nobleman is very good against GBs, especially if you're getting charioted, because it banishes it and banishes every single chariot. Suck. Yeah, Soul Taker's legal. It's not really played though. Most people just play like smashing around over it. Even Fisher sees more play because Blackwings went out specifically Consecrated Light. Open field. GBs can do some nasty things to an open field. Also, searching out Cold Wave. It's very interesting because, like, there's recharge, there's charge. Well, she did not play either one turn one, so I assume that he has a slower hand, but let's see how this one plays out. I can't wait to see how this one turns out. Okay, quest. Is there a Test Tiger? Test Tiger going once. Test Tiger going twice. Okay. You can get Sexutor. And I assume Dom has Herald of Orange Light. Because you gotta have something. Right, so they both lost 2 cards. He lost Test Tiger and Secutor, and Dom lost Christia and Herald. A very fair trade. Now we're here. All right, let's duel. Oh shit. Earth, Wind, and Fire back to the Shire. Yo, I'm going to see the Demon Slayer movie this week. Is anyone else going to see the Demon Slayer movie? You guys know that comes out this week? Infinity Castle? Mirror Force on a Shire is something I never thought I would see. Kimetsu no Yaiba. Get Cold Wave. What the hell are those back row? Uniqlo is doing a Demon Slayer collab. The Uniqlo collabs are very hit or miss for me, but I will check it out. I kind of want to look at it now. Let me go over here. Uniqlo Demon Slayer. What do they have? What y'all doing? All right, so let's see. This is the Cold Wave. Okay, hold on. I want to see what he's going to do with this Cold Wave because he fucking waited 2 turns for this Cold Wave. So I need to see exactly where this is going. It's so weird because if you solemn this, you could just die. Okay, trap's done. So unless there's a Celestia, this Cold Wave does not seem great. Yeah, this does not look... This does not look great. That was too many. This t-shirt looks kind of cool. Yeah, I actually like this t-shirt. I would wear this. I would definitely wear this t-shirt. I like that it's a simple design on the front and then the main design is on the back. This is typically how I like my t-shirts nowadays, where the main design is like on the back. I don't really prefer like this one where this shit is just like super big on the front. It's a cool t-shirt, don't get me wrong, but like this one I would never wear. Like I would never wear this. This is like cringe. And it's in my favorite color, which is black, but I still just can't. What is it? Okay, so anyway. Yeah. I was looking for quarter zips on Essence and saw the shirt you wore on the stream last weekend. Oh, you mean like the Misbehave, the super tight shirt that I had on over, like one of those? What's up, Eugene? This game has been going really weird for Johnson Boss, and Okay, summon cat. Cat good. I don't know why for a second I thought he was saying like I'm summoning Sam Knight back. He was targeting it. I'm pretty sure that's exactly where I bought that shirt from. The Misbehave one is from Essence Puke. So today, this morning when I stepped outside briefly, it was like really chilly and I was like, oh, it's officially hoodie weather again. So it's time for me to dust off my hoodies. I have a lot of hoodies. I have over 100 hoodies. It's time to start cycling through those bitches. It's time to be comfy. And when I left the gym today, it was actually really chilly too. Like, it's welcome because I was sweating my ass off after the treadmill. So I wasn't mad that it was a little chilly, but it was a little chilly. You just bought 2 new hoodies. You only bought shoes from there. You can't afford anything else. Honestly, you probably can though. They have, like, I usually buy from Essence when they go on sale. And their sales are really good. Now, granted, if you're buying Rick Owens on sale, it's still going to be hundreds of dollars. But they have some stuff like Champion and Nike, and they might have Adidas on there. I've seen like all types of stuff. Like they have Skims underwear for like really cheap, and Skims has pretty good underwear. They have a bunch of stuff. Like if you do, when they have a sale, if you sort it by sales section and then just do like price lowest to high or discount highest to low, you can find like some really good steals on there. Like some of the stuff, it will be like 60% off, 70% off. You're getting to wear hoodies every day on my new job because I'm always near refrigerators. Refrigerators are hot though. Are you going to be near open refrigerators? Because I feel like I've been near refrigerators. They are not cool devices unless they're open, and refrigerators are not really supposed to be open. Filling it with the product. Okay, well, yeah, if you're filling refrigerators, then that makes a lot more sense. There you go. Now I fully have context. I'm like, just being next to refrigerators does not equal a cold experience. Yeah, I think they are declaring bankruptcy or some weird shit like that. Oh, this man had dust shoot in. Dust shoot against GBs is it's one of the sins. This game looks like it is getting away from Dom. That Sark for Cold Wave and then play it for no actual push, I think, is where the game went downhill. Charge. How many years have you been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for? Why, Alex? Starlight Road. Like the stream if you hate GBs. We already had a whole weekend of that, Ice Queen. We can give him a break today. One day of peace. All right. Oh no. Lightning Vortex are bust. Mustard on a beat, ho. Freak, ho. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas? Card destruction and the super rejuve. Normally that's game, but in this particular scenario, if you don't have Vortex, you are cooked. Vortex came in clutch, Frazier. He had Consecrated, My Body, JD, and Christy. I had Brain and Vortex, so clutch. I'm glad to hear it. Edison is awesome, Osaka. Osaka! I've been to Osaka Castle multiple times now. I like it there. Hating GBs is a full-time job for the Ice Queen. I guess the name Ice Queen, you know. Yeah, I can see that. Where is the Vortex? Do you have it? Did you sign? Oh, shit.
Bruh.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you...
And I draw. Or no, I guess he already has Super Drew for Infinite, right? Oh yeah, Super Drew for 7 is wild. And I draw. One more? One more Super Rejuve? You have 10 cards? You could do one. Hey! Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. No. I mean, your opponent double Super Rejuves you for 7. I'm so confused on what Danny's do in that deck because you can't even tribute him to turn it into the graveyard. They are there because he plays triple Debris Dragon. And Debris Dragon and Dandelion is one of the absolute best combos in the entire format. And Dragon Turbo is the best Debris Dragon deck in the format. So it only makes sense that Hydro Pump found a way to fit Dandelion in it, because Dandelion and Debris break dupe blocks and they make them miss timing, which is actually extremely important in Edison because Frogs is one of the best decks, if not the actual best deck. So you definitely want to be able to break dupe blocks and not give them any advantage for doing so. You also just want to be able to break aggression in general. It's also defense that Dragon Turbo desperately needs, because a lot of times the game plan against Dragon Turbo is just to beat them the fuck down before they can play the game, and Dandelion gives you a chance to not die. It's also a card you would discard on the end phase after you Super Ju for 14 like he just did, and you can discard it and get 2 tokens. But yeah, pretty good card. Hydro Pump be cooking. Hydro Pump do be cooking. Is Hirsch in this tournament? Oh no, that was the last match. Hydro versus Tim was the last match. Okay, so once Tim reports, we can move on to round 3. And there we go, round 3. Drive me crazy, but I won't let you go. Red Vines versus Hydro Pump sounds like it might be a set that I'm interested in. Hero Frogs versus Dragon Turbo. Yeah, I think I will. This guy is always hosting meta decks only. Like, I wonder what he wants. Like, does he ever find opponents? He's always here, just camping out, meta decks only. I don't even know what this deck is. Like, what is this? EWCQ 11. Like, whose deck is this? Go be his opponent? What do I have in here? I have Gyaraton Frogs. Oh, but he's not going to like that, right? Because that's not... I don't know if he would consider that to be a meta deck. What if I do Fairy Valhalla? Alright. He's going to rage quit. Aaron versus Raikou. Does Raikou pop still? Yes. Aaron kicks the Raikou back into the deck, and then the Raikou, you know, does its thing after that. But yeah, when Aaron attacks a face down Raikou, the Raikou flips. It targets, it does all of its things, but it gets kicked back in the deck first. So the first thing you resolve is the Aaron. Aaron kicks it back in the deck, and then it mills and all of that shit. He plays Frogs, by the way. Huh. I don't think he's going to accept me as an opponent. Where is... Who am I looking for? It's Hydro versus... I forget already. It's Hydro versus somebody. Oh, Red Vines. Oh, okay, there you go. He's hosting. He's hosting. Damn, did they disappear that fast? That was fast as hell. Sons of bitches. I 2-0'd him and he got salty. Well, he's not accepting me right now. I'm going to move this over on the side in case he does accept me. And we can duel them together. User has canceled their duel. Okay, so he really doesn't... That's what I mean. Like, he just kind of like... He camps out in Edison. And just says, like, Edison decks only. And then... Or, like, meta decks only. But then doesn't even play. I don't get it. I don't know. It's weird. He can smell you're not on a meta deck. You think he's watching the stream? Because how would you know I'm not on a meta deck? Oh yeah, there needs to be a timer for this round as well. He plays a lot of Goat, pretty high rated on Goat format. Interesting. My new DB alt art will be called meta deck only. He loves the host not to play. He likes feeling wanted. You guys have some amazing responses to like you guys are just like breaking down this person. He wants to feel wanted. Like, damn. Like, that is sad, honestly. I want to give that person a hug if that's what he's doing. And I don't even like hugging people. I do remember no synchro, no exceeds, no pendulum, no fusion, no links. Like, I do remember seeing people host with those stipulations. Redvine says, no draw for you. You. Oh, damn, he is low. Holy hell. Stratos put in 36. Kai's put in another 24. You feel like this is unnecessary bullying. What the fuck are you talking about? Who is bullying? No bitches, no money, no motivation. He gonna host next with the note, no monsters, no spells, no traps. I just love when people are like, hosting Edison, no frogs, no this, no that. Ferrolo, you are a weirdo. No one is talking smack about the guy for hosting. We're literally asking, why does he always host and say Edison meta decks only? And then I tried to join his duel and he did not even accept the duel. No one is bullying anyone. No one is talking smack on anyone. Like, you're the one being completely just blown out of proportion over something that is literally not serious at all. You're being like really fucking weird. Like white knighting for somebody hosting when no one is attacking this man, no one is like messaging this man, anything. He doesn't even know that we're having this conversation about him always hosting meta decks only. Like, it does not affect him at all. Chat is going to be his 13th reason. I genuinely wanted to play him because I'm curious if somebody who hosts Edison decks or meta decks only, I wanted to see what he would be playing. And I want to see if I could beat him. I probably will get cooked because I loaded up fairies. And who's like, how does he determine what is a meta deck? You know, like I wonder what I'm not allowed to play. Because like the fairy deck that I have loaded is actually the one that got top 8 at an Ultimate Time Wizard. Like, it's not just a bullshit fairy deck. Like, it's this one. It's this, this is the fairy deck that got top 8 at YCS Niagara Falls. This is the exact list. I did a deck profile on that guy. So this is like a list that went 7-1 in Swiss. And it's very terrifying. I saw him draw 6 cards on my friend. Like he fucking drew 6 cards sitting right next to me. I was like, please do not play him. And then I played them in top 8. He was on a Boomer Frog deck. I remember one guy was hosting no archetypes, and I joined with Dino Rabbit, and he got mad. And I was like, Dino Rabbit literally plays no archetype. It's literally a bunch of random shit. Yeah, it's Torguide and Sangan, and there are random dinosaurs that are not part of any archetype at all. There might be a direct Guaiba in there. There's some Lances, some Solemn Warnings. There may be Max Caesar Veilers. Like, Dino Rabbit is literally not an archetype deck. Wait, that list looks like gas. I mean, the list literally topped a major. Like, I don't... Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, who's to say what is and what isn't meta? Like, he could be more specific if he's like, I only want to play against Big 3. Then I understand. You only want to play against Hero Frogs, Value, Blackwings. Sure. I can play any one of those 3 decks. I A true trash can. And he's only looking for Adam. Adam for Adam. It's a good website, by the way. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. I lost to that fairy deck in a final of Edison Locals Top Cut. Is John Konami in disguise? He makes the meta. John Konami. I like the name John Konami. Just a really like the most American first name you could possibly have, and then a very Japanese name. John Konami. John Konami wants to battle. I want Konami to retrain the frogs. Like, what if they just power creep? They make frogs broken again. Because they unbanned Substitute, and I feel like they didn't errata it, right? Like, Substitute still does this exact effect in Modern. They should retrain everything but Substitute, so that way he becomes outrageous and needs to be banned again. Like, they should just retrain Dupe Frog, Swap Frog, Death Frog, Flip Flop. They should all get retrained into like complete and utter nonsense, and then Substitute stays completely unchanged. This is my Alias Beatdown deck. Day 378 of me saying that Dupe Frog is a good card. In this matchup though, Dupe Frog doesn't really do that much because he could literally die at any given moment. But I have won games against Dragon Turbo after I dupe locked them and then Vanity's Fiend them. Or just like dupe locked them when he had Red Med, Blue Eyes, or whatever fucking dumb field they make, and it's just like, all right, bro. Like, you want to do all that over there? I'm just gonna put these frogs that have graduated college in defense mode, and you let me know when it's too much. Future Fusion. There it is. Let me know when it's too much is the funniest shit I've heard this week. It's a good line. It's like, you let me know when it's too much. I'm going to start playing, and if it's too much, just give me a holler. Konami has to be careful with buffing frogs though, because Totally Awesome is an abomination. I mean, I don't agree. I think Totally Awesome is just on par with modern Yu-Gi-Oh! We've seen it do stuff already. It can do stuff again. Make frogs great again. They banned a card that cheats it out with no materials this year. What card does that? They banned Bahama Shark. Bahama Shark's banned? What the hell? Up, up. This is 200 away from game. 200 away from game. They did ban Bahamut and Dweller. Damn, I didn't even know that. Fucking John Konami strikes again. Did Hydro Pump too early with his Lightning Vortex, or does he have a Magical Stone Excavation? That can't be right. It is not. It is not time. Yeah, there's 35 minutes left. What the hell is this thing talking about? My name is John Konami. Pot Avarice. Oh, I just remembered. Hydro Pump can just do like a debris Black Rose thing. Yeah, he has Dandelion in the graveyard. Putting back Whitestone. We're not putting back Debris Dragon at all for some reason. Okay, we only put back one Debris Dragon. This is very, very interesting. I guess Prime Material is in the graveyard. If he can get to Red Med, then he can just bring out Red Med and Prime Material and attack over 0 and then negate it. And then like look at the Caius for a little while and hope that his opponent doesn't have another one. There are 2 Caiuses being visible right now. So you probably have to crash into this. I realized my misplay right after I entered main phase. Oh, we don't know what your misplay is because we're just over here vibing Red Vines, and we don't know your hand either, which is that's usually really important when trying to identify if somebody misplayed. But I believe you, King. I believe that you misplayed if you say you did. John Konami. Okay. Un por un. Un por un. Un por un. Oh, what just happened? How did that even happen? We got like fucking exact feedback just now. All right. Okay, so he's just committed to digging for red med. And I guess if he doesn't get it, okay, there we go. I was gonna say, I guess if he doesn't get it, he's just like, I lose. Yep. Yep, that brain control. And exactly, I was about to say, you have to attack, because if he goes special swap frog, bounce this Caius, you die. I wasn't going to say it until he committed to the play, though. If he went to main phase 2, I was going to be like, he needed to attack right there. Probably still dead. Definitely still dead. Yep. There are a lot of things that kill right there, especially when people are playing econs. All right. And that's the power of the Keyblade. Oh, damn. Johnson Ball's playing against another Lightsworn deck. Oh, this is Twilight. Andrew, you said frogs are ass? I agree. Prime material is insane. I also agree. Oppression's so nasty. Oppression is only nasty if you are actually in a position to capitalize on it. Right now, oppression is actually pretty bad because T-Man isn't doing anything with it but dying. You said gas, not ass. My bad, King. I think they're a gas and ass. Ass gas, if you will. And now oppression is being used against you. Was Cornarchs and Edison format at Nationals? Not that I know of. GBs tend to be on triple trap stun for oppression, but dust sometimes better. It's just super awkward now because now T-Man cannot special summon. Yeah, I always thought that oppression was weird in Lightsworn, not gonna lie. Like, I get what you're going for. Like, it's not lost on me that you're trying to just fucking mill Wolf and then be like, haha, I have an oppression and a wolf, you fucking lose. And most of the times that probably just works if you happen to mill a wolf and then also have oppression. But you also lose to the card 2 if you ever lose control of the game. And GBs are very good at making sure that you lose control of the game. Maybe there's nothing better to side against GBs besides oppression as a Lightsworn player. I don't know. I am not the expert on that deck. But I know a lot of Lightsworn players do side oppression, so maybe it is just correct, but it has always looked weird to me. It's just one of those things I don't really care too much about because I'm never going to be a Lightsworn player, ever. At least not seriously. Oppression is okay in Lightsworn, but it's super awkward in Twilight. Yeah, I feel like Twilight doesn't have the gas that Lightsworn has when it comes to... First of all, Twilight has way more boss monsters, which means oppression hurts that deck more than it hurts the regular Lightsworn. Regular Lightsworn, in theory, just has like Wolves, Lumina, and the JDs. Twilight has all of that, plus Dark Arm, Chaos Sorcerer, Plague, you know, I guess they both have Plague Spreader, but Dark Arm, Chaos Sorcerer, and shit like that. And now we're setting Luminas. Alright, this game's over. So let's see. Is this the last game? This might be the last duel. Oh, Patrick Star versus Wheezy. Let's go check on that one. Johnson Balls is wrapping this one up. Oh, what the hell? What format is this? Did I click on goats? Huh. I guess we came just in time. Well, got a blast. What did I have before? I'm assuming 6,300 since it says you lost 6,300. I think it tells you. Oh no, not this. What did we walk into, chat? Chat. Okay. Alright, they figured it out. Ironic how we have the same profile pic. Not gonna lie. Alias looks a little derpy. Maybe it's because I'm seeing two of them. Also, I just kind of never saw, you know what it is? I'm not Japanese. Because I was going to say, I never really saw Alias as being like cool looking, especially for the main character. Like going from Dark Magician to Alias really did not bode well with me as a kid. I did not like Jaden, and he was way too happy-go-lucky. And I just do not vibe with characters like that. And also his main boss monster, this fucking monster right here, is just like not cool looking to me. So yeah, I'm realizing that this is more inspired by like a Japanese hero. And I do not vibe. It does not speak to me. We know, Frazier, you're a Naruto hater as well. Correct. I do not like Naruto the character. I like the anime, but not the character. Naruto is fucking cringe to me. But the anime is great. Isn't this Elemental Hero Alias? Or Neos or some shit? I don't fucking know his name. That's how you know I don't like this card. I don't even know its name. Well, whatever it is, I don't like it. How about that? What is okay? What decks are we watching right now, chat? Like, am I in the wrong? Like, where am I? Patrick Star versus Weezy. I'm in the right place, but their decks are like goat decks or something. Like, yeah, how do they get paired with each other? And they're okay. They're playing way more Yu-Gi-Oh than Edison actually allows. Like, this is far too much Yu-Gi-Oh. Edison is not like this anymore. They're like going like +1, -1 on each other back and forth. Like, we do not do this shit here. Where's that meme of T'Challa from Black Panther just being like, we do not do that here? Because I feel like that's what this duel is like, we like maybe like 3 or 4 years ago this is a thing, but I feel like in 2025 games just do not allow for this anymore. But I'm glad that these two players found each other. They seem to be having a lot of fun too. Three or 4 years ago, everyone was playing Diva Hero and Zombies, and oppression wasn't real. You're damn right. It's actually crazy. 3 or 4 years ago, Diva Hero was considered like the best deck, and so was like Zombies was up there too. And now those decks are, yeah, yep. We're Solomon Blade Knight. So my man has 4 back rows. My man has 4 other back rows, and none of them stop a Blade Knight. Oh, bro, get the fuck on. Get the fuck.
I said go to bed, the loser.
All right. Well, that was actually like, these two are friends. They have to be. These two have to be friends. They have to be friends. They actually have to be deck building buddies. Everyone has a deck building buddy, right? They're deck building buddies. There's no way they both ended up with the same list. All right, I give up. You know, one time I guessed somebody's password, and I just thought that shit was so. I just watched their duel. I just guessed their password and watched their duel. That was the next round up. All right, who we got? We got Red Vines versus Bruno. All right. Oh wait, did Johnson Boss lose a round? Where did he lose a round at? When did that happen? 1 round 1, 1 round 2, lost round 3. Wait. When we left. Oh wait, no, it says T-Man, you're lost to. This is wrong. Unless Johnson Boss reported. Oh, he said. Oh, Johnson Boss. Okay, he made an error in the duel, and he said, "I didn't realize it, but that's what made me win. So you got it." Okay, so he gave the win. Okay, so basically, like, a major error happened in their duel, and he didn't feel right taking the win after that situation, so he gave the win to his opponent, which is actually a very commendable thing to do, because I had no idea. Okay, well, we're here now. We're watching Bruno versus Red Vines. Oh, the little draw trap into Gore's trick. Oh no, things are getting out of control. Sangan, okay. Sandmagan. Isn't that audio right before Cairo got top deck obliterated? I think that audio is from after Cairo won. I think he won that game where he says that. Tim, you're a big Sangan fan? You would be. Honestly, Sangan's not bad though. Like in Frogs, Sangan is actually a fine card to play. It's another copy, kinda, of, you know, Substitute. It can also just be like whatever you're missing. Alright, I need some real music. Gores on Gores violence. Saying entropy for Kai's is brutal. Yeah, especially when you search Crow. Sangan and Morphing Jar are a bit underrated. I would say so, yes. I would say in 2025, if I made a underrated cards in Edison, I think Sangan and Morphing Jar would both be on that list. Yes. Maybe I'll make that video. Nice video. It's funny because when I first started making Yu-Gi-Oh content, that is a video that I made. Like I did make a most underrated cards in Edison, but that video was 3 years old now, I think. Maybe 2 years old, but that video is like old. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I found it. It's right here. All right, let's see what this idiot was talking about. Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is a video that I wanted to get out for a while now. And what did this idiot say? Blackwing. You couldn't put this card over Blizzard. You would never say this card is better than Shora. You definitely wouldn't say it's better than Gale. So it's not really better than any of them. Vayu has an entire deck named after it, so that can just so good. And the attack I give you, so people 100 your to get 2 turns. There has to be an absolute mind control. That deck plays 3 value. I want to wait until they draw heavy storm now, or wait until they, because it's the only way you can really for guy econ in some way. That is just not in the cards. Like you can't take. Okay, skill drain plays like Zombie Hamsters World has been slept on and kind of shitted on in a lot. And this was, I wish they gave you the exact, like, oh, February 2023. So this is almost, it's closer to 3 years old than it is 2 years old. Yeah, that would change a lot now. I was right about Compulse. I imagine that some of the things on that list are just still, you know, hold true. But it definitely could be updated after 3 years of Edison have been played since then, right? I'd love to see you redo these videos now that the format has advanced. Redo mentioned first. And yeah, maybe I could redo those videos. I also didn't use cam back then. Like, that was before my face reveal, because I know a lot of you didn't know what I looked like when I used to do videos with no cam. I think Arcus would be definitely an underrated card for sure on the list. I don't think people understood and probably still don't understand how annoying that goddamn thing is. Also low-key think Junk Synchron is because Tim is out here just Junk Synchron in every tournament, and that shit is just doing the absolute most. Are we about to crash? Oh no, we don't need to crash. We're actually 3,000. We're big. We're bigger. Thank you, Gilman. Shout out to Gilman. Great, Fraser, you're black. I am.
I love black people.
I am black. Synchros are good, yeah. No, Junk Synchron is good. Junk Synchron is not even good because of synchros. The Junk Synchron, especially when we're talking about frogs, is like OD. OD. Like it maximizes the power of Swap Frog. Black since when, Fraser? I've been black all along.
I love black people.
I've been black all along, guys. I know, surprise, surprise. I'm black. I am black. I would prove it, but it's not appropriate on YouTube. He's tan like his spellgram. He said it earlier. That's right. You can't get no writer. I thought you were just tan. Take my riser. Is this, what deck is this? Is this Diva Hero? What is this? This is Diva Hero. But like Diva Hero playing Alias, which is interesting. Riser. Take my riser. So the story of Take My Riser in that country accent, back when I was a kid, I was like 14, 15 maybe, I don't know. Anyway, Riser was a newer card, and this kid wanted to play me for cards, and I didn't have Riser at the time, but he did. And I was like, well, there's nothing to play you for except Riser. And he was like, all right, we'll play for Riser. And then the next, so we scheduled a duel for the next day. So we met downtown, and he came with his girlfriend and two of his male friends. And I played him in a cafeteria in Center City, Philadelphia. And I beat him for one of his rises in front of his girlfriend. And then I obviously let him run it back because he had multiple rises, and I was a greedy little fuck. And I was like, well, I'm not just going to beat you once and take your card and leave. We can play again if you want to put up another one. And I beat him for all his rises, and I got a playset. And I remember when he gave me the very last one, he threw it on the table. You know how people like throw cards across? Like he kind of like threw it like that. And he was like, take my riser. He just like threw it. And I'll never forget that. Take my riser. And I've been saying it ever since I was like 14 years old. So yeah, that's the story of Take My Riser. And for some strange reason, Rich Silverberg knows that. Because I guess he listened to the podcast where I told that story. Need more Fraser lore? You do not want more lore on me, bro. My lore is so all over. My lore is chaotic. I have chaotic lore. I'm fucking BLS. I have chaotic lore, bro. It was super. They were not ulti. It was definitely super rises. But just so you know, super rises were $40 at the time I'm talking about. Chaotic lore is better than no lore. Yeah, my lore is very, very chaotic. There are stories that, like, I would love to tell, but I would have to change names around and stuff. Yeah. It's just not, a lot of them are just not appropriate. But, the things I've seen, the things I've experienced, I've lived a life of Yu-Gi-Oh! For sure. Yu-Gi-Oh! Of all time. I've seen some of your favorite duelists doing things that you would never believe. But yeah, good times, you know? Good times. Anyways, what's going on in this duel? We got an Alias again, but this time it's in the Hero Frog deck. Yugioh take Alias. That's a little sad. And there's no Treeborn access either. Can you give us a Philadelphia Cafeteria YCS first place deck profile? Take my riser. I'm here for it. You were one of my pro players and got sad when I saw you retire, but I'm super excited you do Edison. Thank you, Tom. Yeah, I could not do Yu-Gi-Oh! Once links were coming out. I was like, you know what? It's time for me to do. Oh, this is a Wombo combo. This is one of my favorite combos, by the way. And this is another reason why I don't really care for the dupe less build, because they don't even play Junk Synchron or 1-for-1. But this combo, 1-for-1 with sub, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my lord. Just do the fucking most. Donkey on the dick right now. This is insane.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you...
So yeah, now he gets to get Swap Frog, he gets to bounce back his Junk Synchron, he gets Treeborn access, he gets the Super Dupe Lock. I mean, this is just like... This is not okay. If people are wondering why Diva Hero does not even compare to Hero Frogs, and it basically became obsolete once Hero Frogs came on the scene, this is showing you that the superior Miracle Fusion deck is Hero Frogs, and it's not close. It's one of the first things I said when I started playing Hero Frogs in 2023. I was like, if you have to hear it from me first, I think Hero Frogs is the best Miracle Fusion deck in the format, and I think Diva Hero is second. I think Hero Beat is third. And that has not been proven false since 2023. He said, yeah, Substitute had to go. Do you think Brain Control should only be played in decks that convert to Steel? Well, whatever decks will play it. Hero Beat might be 4th or 5th at this point. It really might be though, Ryan I, because more Miracle Fusion decks have come out since. So you're probably right. Like, sadly. Yeah, GBs are a better Miracle Fusion deck. I can get behind that. I can definitely get behind that. Okay, he's going to go Brionic Lock. Brionic behind a dupe lock. Thank God for no Miracle Fusion. I mean, Miracle Fusion is literally... Is it game? It would be 4,000, so he'd be at 300. Even Machina became a better Miracle Fusion deck, right? All right, big turn from Bruno. Miracle Fusion. See the world as I see it. I summon you. Absolute Zero! Ice Age. In. What does Red Vines have? I am wondering, because if they don't have follow-up after Junk Synchron, then I want to say that that last turn was a misplay. An Econ will cook. Ooh, we're all going to find out. Dude, that's a crazy dash shoot. That means he just drew that too. Weekly reminder that the Shining is a 2009 OCG card. So they put back a Stratos, which means there's no Monarch in that hand. Because if Stratos was the only thing to put back, then that hand has to be dookie. Oh! 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 Got his ass. That is a really good card. Okay, that's another really good card. Alright, we have a duel. We fucking have a duel, boys. Set a monster pass? Yeah. Seen this before. Lag. Oh, is Mirror Force on the grave? Like, bro. Yep. Yep.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up? Have you gone through a time of swallowing where everything was overwhelming and you...
Now, can Red Vines capitalize on that massive Mirror Force? Can he capitalize on that massive miracle force? I can't even say that shit. Oh, this is a huge not capitalization. Okay. Unless this is a face down ocean. Could you imagine? I don't know why this would be ocean, but like imagine if it was. Or let's say, oh, Prodigy's managed. I was gonna say it could be Prodigy. He said, wow, Decro actually did something. It did. It really, really did. The sad music as that crow hit is perfect, right? Econ is game. 0 is 3,500. Attack over a diva for exact game. Oh, he doesn't have it. I was gonna say that's a wild econ right here. But actually, 0 would be 4,000, honestly, because the tree worm will come back too. No reason why I wouldn't. So it'd just be 4,000 over diva, which is like super game. But I probably wouldn't bring it back because I want it to be exact. So yeah, I wouldn't bring back Treeborn. I would just like Econ, Tribute, take the 0, main phase 1, battle phase, attack for Xaxes. This should still be game. Unless... Oh, it's gone. Nope, it's not game. The greed in your heart consumes you. He's gotten caught by a big mirror force and a big torrential. Is that live? That is not live, but that is some sus shit. That's a jump scare. That is a jump scare. When you gotta check the graveyard just to make sure that like you're not seeing things. Just got hit by the Unreal Twilight Mills. Damn, Hydro. The Unreal Twilight Mills. Alright, fuck it. Attack. Summon Sirocco, attack for game. Oh no. This doesn't get back anything though, I don't think. Yeah, there's actually nothing to get back. It can bounce itself. Mirror Force you back. Miracle Fusion now? Nope. Just pass. Is that a draw trap? No, it's... Okay. This is a crazy duel. What is happening? Okay. Wow. That was a lot. He's Toad Maxing. All right, chat. What's going on here? Who's going to lose the time? How much time is left? I don't even know. I don't even know if I fucking set a timer this round. No, it's fine, Billy. It's been about 30 minutes. I just rewinded the stream. That's my way of checking whenever whenever I don't know, like, so they have like 20 minutes left. Yeah. They started playing literally 30 minutes ago. Alexa, set a timer for 19 minutes.
19 minutes, starting now.
What is going on? So, Substitute and Dupe Frog lived for a turn, and there was no Unifrog or anything that happened that turn. That is very interesting to me. No, that's never happened to me, Billy. Dart Ruler on a Substitute. That seems like overkill. Ah, that is overkill. Alright, now the Gores doesn't seem such a meme anymore. Dark Arm attack Gores, Dart Ruler attack over token. Oh no, Joseph. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that other people also have home assistants. I might convert all my home assistants to like Apple Pods or something. Apple Home. I was thinking about that because I'm already in the Apple ecosystem. Now, Kaiku as your normal summon is crazy. This is awkward because there's still a Darkened Dragon on the field. I would have thought for sure he had Econ. I would have thought that he was trying to bait out a trap and then Econ or something. GG. Yeah, because okay, he was gonna try to do the Mega Ceiling Trick, and he had Solemn anyway. That was a very. I wonder what he had. I know game 2. I would have for sure won game 2 in Red Vine's position, but I think he got a little too aggressive with that whole Brio line. That Brio line was not correct. Oh, well, this is already wrong. Turn 1. 1-for-1 pitch, get Toad, summon Junk Synchron, bring back Infernal Prodigy, full combo. Okay, so this should have been like 2-0 in a handshake. I wouldn't even have known my opponent was even like in the duel. Yep, all of this is good. Yeah, like from here, there's no, like, I have 6 to your 3. Like, there is no world. Yeah, this is just... Yeah, alright. I do kind of want to see this last game. Redvine says, I didn't want to play into Crow or Caius with Junk 1-for-1 play turn 1. Well, it doesn't play, like, there's no such thing as playing into Crow because Crow doesn't do anything against that hand except go -1. If your opponent DD Crowed you right there, they just go -1. They don't get any advantage from doing that. Yeah. I mean, I understand that you have explanations for your plays, but they are still incorrect, just to let you know. Like 100%. If you open up 1-for-1, a level 2 or lower monster and Junk Synchron, you should be doing that every single time, going first, no question. It's not even up for debate. And I don't know what you really mean by you didn't want to play into Crow, because Crow doesn't do anything there. Like, they literally just start their turn off with 5 cards and they DD Crow you right there. So it's really bad for them. And you still get full substo combo in your deck out of all the shit, and then you're just drawing Miracle Fusions and Monarchs from that point. And you still have Stratos as follow-up. Oh, we had a bunch of Vanity Seeds. That makes sense, actually. And then it just, yeah, it's just over at this point. Okay. Let us go into I think this is the last round. This is the last round. So we only have Bruno and T-Man. Right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, do they? Okay, yeah, they're not playing yet. Here we go. Oh, that was... What just happened? Oh, okay, here we go. The 2 undefeateds. One of these will be the winner. I don't think I've ever entered an in-person tournament without Crow in my side deck. I don't think I have either, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But like, I feel like all of my Hero Frog lists, I'm usually siding triple Crow. So, yeah. My worst nightmare though, Frazier here to call it on misplays on stream. Hey man, if you, first of all, I don't always call out misplays on stream because sometimes I don't know that you guys misplayed. But in particular, Hero Frogs is a deck that I know really well, so that deck is easier for me to like spot misplays. And Red Vines in particular, they came into the chat saying that they misplayed at some point, which I could not verify because I did not know their 3-card hand at the time. I just wanted to see the replay of that particular set because it looked like game 2 they were supposed to win, and then when I look back at the replay, I think that they were supposed to win game 2 as well. I think when you have an opportunity turn 1 to thin your deck out like that, with 1-for-1 Junk Synchron and a level 2 monster, and it also just doesn't care about things like Diddy Crow, you just do it, and then your deck is super condensed into like a powerhouse of ignorant ass cards. And you also have Stratos' follow-up on the following turn, you have Unifrog and stuff like that. If they can't break the lock, just a lot of bad things happen to your opponent from there. A steamrolling, if you will. That also would have low-key prevented the whole DD Crow stopping Miracle Fusion thing too. So that was another thing that went wrong in that game, is that he Miracle Fusion and DD Crow was able to stop it, but that shouldn't have happened. And I'm not critiquing like misplays to be mean. I'm just saying like the right thing to do. Yeah, 2 Crow doesn't stop it though, Red Vines. I don't like 2 Crow does not stop your Miracle Fusion because you had Stratos, and Stratos would have just resolved if you played the game from my line. You have Infernal Prodigy, which he could Crow that on turn 1 if he wants. You have a Stratos summon as your next turn, and then you have whatever Stratos searches. So you literally have 3 heroes from just the hand that you opened with. You opened up with Infernal Prodigy and Stratos, that's 3 heroes, and nothing he had stops you from getting off that. So in your hypothetical where you're playing around Crow, if they Crow Infernal Prodigy turn 1, then okay, that's 1 hero gone. On the following turn when you summon Stratos, and you have Brain Control Stratos, and you search out either Alias or Malicious Edge, or Malicious if you play that card, you have another hero. Tragodia. Also, now I'm thinking about it even more. If you think your deck out on turn one, if you substitute turn one correctly and then your deck out, knowing that you sided in those Vanity's Fiends, now you have a higher chance of actually drawing in the Vanity's Fiends. So when he sets Fossil Dyna, you can bring back Treeborn Frog and tribute for Dyna that turn. If you draw a Vanity's Fiend, you have a higher chance of drawing Caius as well, which will stop the Fossil Dyna fears that you had, which made you play like Brionic into like use all my cards. Hero Frogs is really difficult to play correctly, though. It is not an easy deck to just, like... It's not easy to just play it. It's very powerful, though. Like, no matter who the pilot is, the deck is very powerful, but it is not easy to play it perfectly, or really well, for that matter. It is definitely one of the harder decks. Oh, he's targeting Stratos to copy with Tragodia. Let's check. I don't know if this is even going to be a ruling that... The Trag targets at activation, I'm assuming, the card in the graveyard? Not Tragedy. Not Tragedy. Okay, blah, blah, blah. The continuous effect applies. The ignition effect activates and resolves in the field. Sitting one monster from your hand. That's not that one. The effect targets a monster in the graveyard is negated by Necro Valley. The level change expires in the end phase. The level change no longer applies if Tragodia is flipped face down or leaves the field. Okay, so they don't say anything about this, but it targets at activation. And I don't think it needs to necessarily stay there. Let me see what it says. Trying to target one monster in your graveyard. This card's level becomes the same as that target's. Oh, Crow might. Doesn't that target mean it needs to stay where it's at? If DD Crow or the Force of Darkness removes the targeted monster from your graveyard before Tragodia's effect resolves, and Tragodia's level does not change. Yeah, I also think that whenever a card says that target, that means that things like Crow stop it. And this is also why you should not take your opponent's word for things. And hopefully it doesn't matter. What just happened? How'd they both die? Okay. Twilight is a deck that I really think is super fun to play. You just don't know how any game is going to play out at all. You just like, every game is just winging it. There's so many boss monsters, so much random shit happens. Your opponent can't really predict what's going to happen either, so it's like they're trying to play around so many things. Definitely draws awkward sometimes, though. Live play Twitter. Okay. Live any boss monster, literally. JD, Sorcerer. Did not use Prio. Okay, luckily he did not use Prio. Alexa, stop. I like that after Maru top with what's that deck? It was assault mode. Now we're seeing Diva Hero decks playing Vayu Sirocco in there. That shit is like actually kind of hot. Build the Gardener. That's a good Gardener. 9 cards left though. God damn. Who's that? Bradley, thank you for the sub. Summon Goyo, steal Sirocco with a Necro Garden in the grave is very good, and it denies him his Vayu summon. Okay. Looks like T-Man ended up getting there anyway. T-Man is 1 game away from winning the whole tournament. I am not going to RBET Denver. I will be at RBET Chicago next week. Solar recharge. Solemn. Big J, not the little one. And that's a good Jane right there. Beat over Stratos. Angus the Mill. Okay. Let's see. We have 3 names. Jane would be 4 if it hits the graveyard. Twilight is good. It's definitely a good deck. I remember we did Teach Me How to Cook with Jojo Sakari, and he just fucking OD'd on like everybody and then got out of here in like 40 minutes. You know, I can see how Diva Hero was the best deck for a while in Edison format, because the shit that this deck be doing sometimes just looks so unfair. Like, your opponent is setting a monster, you're out here making Darken and shit, or Stardust, and you have Miracle Fusion follow-up if... Yeah, Miracle Fusion's live. Like, it's looking dark. It's looking dark. I'm very curious why. Yeah, this is why didn't Stardust attack the face down? Cause like I almost if Stardust doesn't attack face down, then your opponent really has a decision to make on whether they want to choose to pop there, because now they basically negate 2 attacks with the Raikou body. Right? They get the Stardust negate and they get whatever attack the face down that's not Stardust. But when you attack with Stardust on the face down Raikou, at the very least, if they for some weird reason choose to pop, you're like, okay, negate. They're just going to say mill anyway, but that's good because your other 2 monsters get it directly. And on top of all of that, your opponent does not get a 2500 attack token, which is really strong unless you have... If you have Mirror Force, then sure. Do not have Mirror Force. And even if you have Mirror Force, I still wouldn't do that because they could just keep the Gores in defense mode and attack with just a token, or vice versa. They keep the token in defense mode and attack with the Gores over the Catastrophe. They have options, is the problem. That they shouldn't. Brain control. Is that game? That is game. Unless if there's an honest in hand, oh my god. Okay. Man, that duel got way closer than it should have been. If he had an honest, that would have been a disaster. Like just a straight up disaster. Alright, game 3. This is for all the marbles. Let's see who pulls it out. Unopposed recharge. Twilight doesn't usually play 3 wolves, right? I rarely see this deck mill wolf. I think JoJo's list was playing 2 of it. Ooh. Let me get a little look-see. That's a very... Plague, Necro, Crow, Light Mirror times 2. So his hand is really bad. Why are we doing this? If we have 2 Light Mirrors in our hand... Okay. You know what, chat? I'm not going to commentate anymore. I'm just going to watch. What are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? What y'all eat tonight for dinner? And what was dinner? Let's talk about something. You ate Chipotle? That sounds so good right now. Oh my god. Chipotle sounds so good. What'd you get? Like, please talk me through your Chipotle order so that way I can just like live vicariously through you. Because I'm not going to eat anything else tonight for dinner. Because I already had a Pop-Tart at like 7. Yeah, it was 7.
Shit mills.
Just wondering, thanks for hosting. I know I always say it, but I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you, Dennis. Yo, this Kaiku is nuts. This Kaiku is nuts. Why is this Kaiku nuts, though? What makes it nuts? What makes it more nuts than just a Kaiku? Like, it just looks like a Kaiku to me. Because he got his fucking plague in his garden. On a calorie deficit diet and only eat once a day, I had a patty melt and a double meat from Whataburger for lunch. I don't know what any of that shit is that you just said, but okay. Chicken, half black beans, half pinto beans, fajita veggies, lettuce, corn, salsa, cheese, and tomato salsa. Oh, and a burrito. Do you like Culver's? Whatever Culver's is, we don't have that here. I don't think I've ever been to a Culver's. That sounds like something that is not in Philadelphia. What kind of food is Culver's? You had noodles with broccoli. You ate lamb. I've been working out and lost 50 pounds over the last 3 months, so I had chicken breast and spinach on the side, nothing fancy. You lost 50 pounds in 3 months? That's pretty impressive. Chris, no. No, you do not have me. What is Culver's? I don't just eat random food, bro. It's a burger place? It's a higher end fast food. Would you say it's better or worse than Five Guys? You made hot dogs at home. Culver's is a burger joint with milkshakes? Okay, so if it's a burger joint, I like burger joints. I can get behind that. But like, I don't know if while I'm in Chicago, I'm going to be eating a burger. Like, I feel like there are so many better things to eat in Chicago than a burger. Five Guys is really good to me. So if the burger is like not better than Five Guys, then I'll just pass. It's not as good as Five Guys, I'm a pass then. Chicago has really good pizza, yes. Chicago is known for having really good pizza. It's one of those places. I don't eat cheese curds. And honestly, the word cheese curd sounds... Ugh. You have fried pork chops, mashed potatoes, and salad. That sounds like a full man's meal right there. Wendy's nuggets. I love some Wendy's nuggets. I only have them like once every 2 or 3 months. But on a really late night, when I open Uber Eats and it's like 2 or 3 a.m., Wendy's is usually one of the only things that's open or that like I actually would eat at that hour. And I always just get nuggets. Don't get fries. They arrive and they're fucking soggy because the bag and the condensation just makes them like not crispy anymore. And I don't really like soggy fries. But nuggets at 2 or 3 with some sweet and sour sauce. Oh, chat. Oh, chat. Love me some Wendy's nuggets when it's real late. It's weird because I genuinely do not eat Wendy's unless it is like 2 or 3 a.m. I don't know why. And maybe it's because I have so many other options. But like, yeah, when it's 2 or 3 and I open up Uber Eats on like a Friday or Saturday night, you know, it's a weekend and I'm like, damn, I didn't eat. I need to eat something and I'm really hungry and I want something that's like kind of quick. I don't have to wait too long. Wendy's nuggets, sweet and sour sauce, get like a 20 piece and just sit there and pound those nuggets out and put on like some random show or movie and then just crash out after that. I used to love KFC as a kid. Luella's Southern Kitchen is a good soulful restaurant in Chicago. It's pretty good. Murby, I am going to look this up because you just said the one thing in chat that I genuinely am interested in terms of food in Chicago, because I love soul food. And I'm hoping that this place is actually good. Oh my God. Okay, Murby, you might have won me over. Holy shit, this looks insane. It has a lot of reviews too. It has 4.4 stars and 1,600 reviews. This place looks crack. Oh, this looks fucking... This looks really good. I'm gonna ask this guy that I used to talk to in Chicago. I believe Barack Obama also loves Luella's. Very good, highly recommend. Well, if Barack Obama loves it, then it's good enough for me. Am I the only one who still drives to get his fast food? Like, are you against Uber Eats or something? Like, I don't... Like, no, I mean, you don't have to drive in 2025 to get fast food at 2 or 3 a.m. You must have great metabolism, or always moving around, lol. I can tell you love food and you've said it before. I also, yeah, I eat terrible. Like, I genuinely eat whatever I want every day, which is so problematic. Okay, Team Man wins the tournament. Shout out to Twilight. I think this is our... It's not our first time having Twilight win, but it's the first time having this type of Twilight win. We've had Dom win with his Twilight deck, which was like a Value Turbo Twilight deck. But I think in terms of having, like, the classic style Twilight deck win, this is the first time for sure. Trap Dashu opening into the Kaiku definitely soloed this game for sure. Bruno got off to a not so great start after the Trap Dashu put back Greffer, which could have unlocked his entire hand. He opened up with like Necrogardener and Plague and Crow. And from there, it looks like this was just pretty elementary because he didn't lose any life points really, and he's dropping a bunch of boss monsters. So, all right. That's my summary of a duel that I did not watch. Now, chat. Was Bruno playing Assault Mode Value? I don't think so. But I can check, actually. I can just look at deck lists now that the tournament's over, especially. I can do it whenever, but I tend to not look at deck lists while tournaments are still happening. Unless, like, I have a reason to really do that. Let's see what his deck list is. So Bruno is playing not Assault Mode. He's just playing like a standard. There's just like a standard Diva Hero deck, but that's playing 1 Value, 1 Sirocco. Which is interesting, honestly. Like, I think that idea, which the first I've ever seen it was from Maru this past weekend, who got 5th place at EWCQ 11. And I do like, yeah, I do like that. And then let me get the deck for T-Man. Okay, and here is T-Man's deck. So this is his Twilight deck, meaning 2 Crow. Yep, that's what I'm used to seeing with this deck. And then they have the 1 Caius, the 1 Gale, Gores, Plague, Necro, Tragodia, Dark Arm Dragon, Chaos Sorcerer, a lot of dark monsters. One copy of Wolf in this build. 1 Dust Shoot as our only trap. Interesting. So that 1 Dust Shoot just completely wrecked his opponent just now. Is it weird that I feel like this list could side Treacherous Trap Hole? Because it only plays 1 Dust Shoot in the main. Like, you can actually just swap that out when going second for Treacherous. If you don't want to put in, like, Mirror Force and Torrential. Yeah, solid list, though. Side deck is all 2 ofs, 2 Consecrated, Cyber Dragon, Kaiku, My Body, Oppression. And you got a couple cards that you can only play 1 of. Cold Wave, Lightning, Vortex, MST, Mirror Force, and Torrential. I like it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Okay. That's actually a good idea. Might try that. The Consecrated Lights are flex spots. Go between that and pulling the rug, usually. I think the Consecrated Lights are fine because Black Wings are definitely a matchup that can be a little scary. But yeah, that or pulling the rug, I could see that for sure. But yeah, good shit on winning the tournament. You also get the tournament winner roll in the Discord server, as well as $20 for winning. You get $20. If you're still listening, please send me your PayPal or Cash App, and I'm going to give you the tournament winner roll so that you qualify for the end of the year tournament, the end of the year cash tournament, invitational only. All right, I'm going to read the rest of the chat, and then I'm going to end the stream. KFC fell off. Yep, I agree. Hit up Zeki, said he lives in Chi-Town. Guess I don't want to pay extra and I like driving at night. Well, you're still paying for it by driving, though. You do realize that, right? Like, you're paying for it regardless. If you Uber Eats or if you drive to the location, you're still paying for it. Like, your car is not free.
Howdy.
Hey, what's up, Cairo? Shit, are you just waking up? No, you can't just be waking up. Right? Right?
Right? Are you talking to me? Or are you talking to the chat?
I was talking to you. I said you didn't just wake up, did you?
Sorry, you know, Korean Wi-Fi. It's not always stable.
You were ridiculous. Shout out everybody. This is Cairo, a true hero. He just got top 4 at EWCQ 11. He almost won the tournament, but he lost to the winner, Seba, who accidentally sided in a Vanity's Fiend that ended up soloing Value Turbo. Random as shit I've seen in a long time.
It's so crazy because every time I lose, I always go into deep meditation and slight depression. But anyway, so
you're getting a little too candid on the people right now. Not a little slight depression. We know your inner circle. We know, but like, you sharing with the class?
Man, I'm sharing with the class. It's just so crazy because like the amount of top 4s that I have been in, like top 4 and below,
yeah,
above, however you describe it, is like crazy. It's just like
how many is
at
it?
Least 7, at least 3 Ultimate Time Wizard, because 3 Ultimate Time Wizard, 2 RBTs online, this most recent tournament.
Yep.
So off the top of my head, that's just 6. That's
Jesus.
at least 6, and probably some other random tournament.
Damn, you've been in top 4 6 times.
Tournament I entered that one time, I got second. That's 7.
Yeah, I'm not counting the Tengu.
So it's like I've been in top 4 like so many times, like more times than people have. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just more times than people have this top period, and it's like I just can't get there. It's just so frustrating.
That's not
it's
true.
So
you're gonna do it, King. You're gonna do it.
Anyway.
It's coming. It's coming. Just wait on it.
So I was just reflecting on that match, and he steamrolled me for sure. He definitely steamrolled me. And like game 1, he drew like a god.
Yes.
I don't think there was any way of playing out of game 1.
Yeah, game 1.
Game 2.
Did he go? He went first too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He went first. I needed to go first to have a shot because I opened up like Hamster Raikou hand where you gotta like set cards. I
Yeah.
had a Chaos Sorcerer, which wasn't dead because Hamster gets Raikou, right?
Yeah.
But it's like it was too slow going into what he had.
Yeah.
Right.
He opened up like
Um,
that substitute shit, and then like on the following
Yeah.
turn, it just like he soul exchanged you, right? I remember now. It was like he started off
Yeah.
like just basic, and then it just ended up being like soul exchange substitute turn 2, and it got out of hand.
Yeah. So game 1, I don't feel any remorse. I don't feel bad about that or at all. But game 2, like after reflecting upon it, there were some minor interactions that I could have done differently that could have changed the outcome of the game. And one of which was, so he had a Stratos and a set back row, right? And I go summon Sirocco, he says it's fine. I go special summon Gale, Prio, he says it's fine. And I make Stardust, right?
Yeah.
And then he winds up on the standby phase or whatever, going like Regeki Break, target Stardust, force me to negate, tribute for Vanity's Fiend, and that Vanity's Fiend sat there the whole game.
Yes.
Now, like, what I could have done, because the back row is obviously going to be like Deep Prison or like Regeki Break.
Yeah.
What I could have done is just summon the Sirocco and attack, because there's not really a reason to make Stardust because you're up against frogs.
Yep.
And it's just like, if he breaks that, then I have Gale as an alt Vanity's Fiend, right? But at the time, the reason why I consolidated my cards into a Stardust, though Stardust isn't good against Monarchs, is because I had return set. That was my only back row. And typically the way that frogs get rid of Stardust is with Caius.
Yeah, 100%.
So my plan was like, okay, he's not going to Caius like the back row or whatever, he's going to Caius the Stardust. And on my next turn, I'll go like Grepher Pitch, return, get back Stardust, and like just win on that turn, right? But things didn't go that well. So
Yeah, you're also not
it's kind of
expecting
hard
a
to say.
fucking Vanity's Fiend either. Like that came out of nowhere
Yes,
for
that's what I was
everybody,
just about to
including
say.
him. Including him.
Yeah. So on the one hand, it's like I did have the cards to deal with Vanity's Fiend, but on the other hand, it's just like I wasn't expecting it at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, shout outs to him. I'm happy he won. And it was a good tournament overall.
Yeah, it was good. It
Vayu Turbo does what Vayu.
Yep, you were the only Value Turbo, I think, in top 16 too.
Yeah,
I think only one topped.
yeah.
You want to pull up your list real quick?
I'm going to. Yeah, you know me. I mean, you touched on it when you were going over the top 16 deck profiles, but yeah, I always have my little text here that I personally believe in.
Yeah, you got Shura, which
Um,
you've taught with this before in Anaheim, I believe. You got Lila, which
Yeah.
I know you like Lila as well, and I think Lila's actually fine. And then you play Castle, so you play Icarus Attack. This is another big one.
Yes. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Icarus Attack and also Shura. And for this build, I played Hamster. In the past, I haven't played Hamster. Now, I just wanted to be, I guess for the record, I have never ever said anything bad about Hamster. I think the
You cut out.
card's good.
Oh.
I just didn't play it at Anaheim because I just didn't
You didn't have what?
have space.
Oh.
But like over time, I realized like without Hamster, the black
Not hear the children. Hello, you little shits. I have so many tabs open this set. You'll get your win soon, a true hero. So a true hero is a teacher in Korea. He teaches English, and right now he's at work. So there are children that you can hear in the background or heard in the background.
they love to come to like chat and like play with me during like my lunch break, and I'm just like, I'm busy, and they're like, no, you're not. You're playing the game. And I'm just like,
I love them calling you out.
yeah, yo, they call me out. They call me out all the time.
Yeah, they're like, no, you're not.
busy.
Yeah,
They just see Dueling Book up. They don't understand.
you're like, you're not fucking busy. But yeah, no,
Yep,
good shit on getting
yep.
top 4, and then you have another event coming up right? You have a couple events coming up. What's your event schedule looking like?
I mean, there's Peak of the Beak, but I will not play in that because I think Peak of the Beak is great for fun. But like, I'm good, man.
Yeah,
me living in Korea and trying to schedule with people who live across the world, like I'm good.
Yeah,
so I'm not going to play in that. But I will play in the European tournament GoPo series. I don't know if and the event that I'm most excited for is RBT Germany.
Yes,
I'm really.
What is that?
Excited for that. Shout out to Darren. Like, he's the reason why I'm going to be going to that event. You know, October 4th.
Oh, okay, so that's actually after Chicago and everything else. Okay.
Yeah, kids playing hide and go seek in my room. Yeah, it's after Chicago, so like I'm really excited to see like what Denver and Chicago brings to the table because both of those tournaments are coming up and people are looking forward to them.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh for like several weeks in a row.
Yep. And I mean, this past weekend at the EWCQ, one of the reasons why I think it was such a good tournament, there were 2 decks that made top 8 that wasn't on anyone's bingo card, right? Teledad, though it's won an event before, but I don't think people were expecting it to come in top 8. Yeah. And also the Assault mode.
Yeah, that shit, which you ended up ending his run. This deck is so scary.
I mean, this guy, he's a very great player, but like he just went through the tournament with the mindset, I'm not going to believe you.
Yeah. And
I watched some of his replays and like he just called it every single time. His opponent just had nothing. Yep. He's like, I don't believe you. You're not going to be past this field of like 3 to 4 synchros and a skill drain. Good luck. And it's like, my set against him, the first set, because we played twice. The first set that I played against him, he tricked me because I only saw the Vayu Turbo engine. And I'm like, okay, against Vayu Turbo, I sided like how you would against Vayu Turbo. Which the important part from that takeaway is not siding in Royal Oppression. And then...
Well, you played him twice?
Game 2, yes. I played him in Swiss, and I played him in the Top Cut.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. So when I played him in Swiss, he got me by the element of surprise.
Right.
Because game 1, I didn't know what deck he was on. I was like, oh, he's just playing like Vayu Turbo, right? And then game 2, I'm like, wait, this isn't Vayu Turbo. This is Stardust Assault mode. But by then it was too late. And like I had sided for Vayu Turbo, which means once again, not siding in the Royal Oppressions. And like, I lost. Shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Yep.
The oppression came in and he couldn't do a single thing. He couldn't do a single thing.
Yeah, when I was watching, I was commentating. I said, against this deck, I'm not even sure if you side in oppression. And as soon as I said that, you flipped up in oppression and it cooked him. And I was like, oh, I guess you do. Like, I was wondering literally on stream, and then you flipped it and it was actually correct. But you had already had prior knowledge to know to do that, which is smart. You adapt it.
Right.
Because no one beats
like game
Conrad
1,
twice.
He definitely got me. Oh, man. I'm just trying to beat the allegations.
Oh, it's so hard to beat the allegations sometimes, bro.
Oh, man.
Oh,
but yeah, so it was a really good set, and like he played really well. Honestly, our second set, game 1, he should have won, but like he just didn't believe, and I had D prison.
Yeah.
He had like 3 synchros and a Stardust, and all he had to do was not attack with Stardust.
That's it.
That's it. And he had skill drain.
Yep.
I watched the replay, and he had skill drain. How am I going
to
beat that field?
Yeah, if he just sets
but
that,
like,
it's
he
so
got greedy.
over. Yep.
Not D prison. Yes. He got Stardust D prison. On my turn, I go summon Necro Torrential. You lose your whole field.
Yep. Yeah, and that Necro Torrential was insane too, because it was the perfect card to Torrential with. Like, that was really, really good.
Yep. Yeah, I had two options. I had either summoning Vayu or summoning Necro. And I was like, with Vayu, I can make an arm wing, or with Necro, I could block an attack. So it's kind of like a hard choice, but I was like, you know what? I like the odds of going Necro because it's just safe in case like he top stacks Miracle, and then I regret like not having a Vayu for a body and then like a Synchro in the future.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna go with this play instead, and it wound up working out.
Yeah, that was a hell of a run. I watched a lot of your sets on the stream, and overall the tournament was really good. I do like this top 16 was so diverse. Like, it was extremely diverse. It's 3 Blackwing, 2 Glad Beasts, 1 Hero Frog, 1 Frog OTK, 1 Bayou Turbo, 1 Assault Turbo, 1 Machina Hero, 1 Frog Monarch, 1 Teledad, 1 Gigavice, 1 Lightsworn Fairy, 1 Monster Mash, 1 Dark Plant. Like, you cannot say this format is solved when there are 14 different decks in Top Cut. 12 different decks in Top
14
Cut.
out of 16 is
Yeah, I think there's 12 different decks
12
or something
to
like that. Yeah, it's some number. 4, 8, 11, 12, 13. I think there are 13 different decks.
yeah. I mean, that's why we love Edison format.
Yeah.
And even still, there's people cook it up with, new recipes. Like
Yeah.
recently, you just showcased a Manticore deck, right?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. So it's like, people are still chefing. They're still in the lab.
Yeah, I did not think that people were still going to be able to cook at this point, but like, I definitely cannot wait to play this Assault Mode deck. This is like one of the funnest things. Also, Icarus is advancing the Frog Monarch deck as well. This is scary. Like this.
Yeah, main deck Vanity's Fiend and Mother Grizzly, interesting. It's very interesting.
Yeah. More copies of Substitute or Swap Frog or Dupe Frog. Like it could be Flip Flop Frog if they attack into it and then they only have one monster like a Synchro. You just get Flip Flop Frog. Like, all right, pass. Flip it down, flip it up. Yeah, this is a really cool deck. And I covered his deck on Frog School episode 1 from a year ago, and he's updated it. It's funny because in episode 2 I was like, oh, I can update this deck and make changes to it. This motherfucker went and topped the tournament with the same deck basically, but updated it. So now I'm like, I can just take this and do this. Like this, he updated it for me. I don't even have to. But yeah, a lot of cool innovations coming out of this tournament. Interestingly enough, like Sub is playing main deck Compulse and Hero Frogs. Like, that's also abnormal for sure. Definitely not used to seeing the main deck Compulse. The rest of this is very like, normal stuff that we've seen, but the main deck Compulse is like the one thing that I was like, oh, not used to seeing that.
Yeah. It's nice. It's nice. And listen, Frogs is the one deck in the format that I have yet to like really play.
Yeah.
And it seems like now's a good time. It seems like now's the best time.
Yeah,
So,
it's a really good time right
who
now
knows?
for sure. In my opinion, it's always been a good time,
someone-
but
You know what? Honestly, you're right.
Yeah.
It's just, when has it been a bad time?
Yeah, like it's never been a bad time as far as I'm concerned. Like there's always, and especially because there's so many Frog decks. So in theory, there's always been a Frog deck for every occasion,
People are curious why I didn't set Raikou when I had out to the Vanity's Fiend. And it's because I was testing the back row to see what it was if it was Regeki Break. Because if I set Raikou and he goes Regeki Break, I lose. But the back row was Compulse.
So what ended up happening to that Raikou? I never really remember, like, the Vanity's Fiend stayed on the field, like you said, the entire game, but I remember you charging for Raikou, and I kept looking for the Raikou, but it wasn't anywhere.
You know what happened? There were two things that happened. The first thing that happened, like I explained, I set Vayu to bait out a Regeki Break.
Yep.
And he goes attack, and then it's just like, I waited, and then he's like, anything on Declaration, and then by the time he said that, I had flipped up the monster and it was Vayu, right? So then I was like, all right, whatever. And Vayu went to the graveyard, and then the next turn, he summoned Ocean. So it's like, I can't set Raikou now, because then I have to deal with Stratos coming back.
Yeah.
So I summoned Greffer to try to beat over the Ocean, but he had Mirror Force.
Oh,
And then
okay.
on the third turn, now I'm finally setting Raikou. So it's
Yeah.
one of those things where it's just kind of annoying. It's a dueling book thing because in real life, that first interaction just would have never happened.
Yep.
Like if he says attack, then he's going to quickly be like, I'm going to activate this.
Right.
Whereas like, I can't like go back and be like, oh, now he saw the card. Now you're not going to activate.
Yeah.
You're composed. It's no, but it's fine. I'm not stressing over it. And the Duck more.
What was that? Where the hell is Stango at? No, he's playing Rivals of Aether 2. Of course he is. The S tier beanie returns. This is indeed an S tier beanie. It's one of my favorites for sure. I like this one and the one that's a crown. But I think I like this one a little bit more. This was the first one that I bought. This was like my initial beanie.
My students just came in and they're like, they saw you on stream and they're like, talking to me. Is that you? I'm like, no. You guys look, you're twins. I was like, okay.
Oh, I love casual, yeah. Just children being children. Now, if I go to that school in Korea and I say the same thing to all of them, then it's a hate crime. Then it's like, oh, you said all those Korean kids look alike, but they can tell you that you look like me.
Yeah. Don't call a Korean kid Japanese, all right? Don't do that.
Do they not like that?
Oh, man. No, because of the war a long time ago, they hate it.
See, I don't know their history, so
They hate it.
I cannot vouch for yeah, I don't know anything about their history. I'll just say that.
Just Japan tried to take over the world.
Okay.
Chinese people and Korean people. Yep.
Yeah.
Chinese people, they're not a fan of Japanese people.
I do know that Chinese and Japanese historically did not get along very well.
Which is so funny because Japanese people is loved by the world, but
yeah.
yeah. Nope.
Oh man. Well, now you live in Korea, and it's been like 8
No,
years.
I'm not. I would love to go to Chicago. It's been you know what's crazy? Now it's September 10th. This coming February will be my 10-year anniversary in Korea.
Wow.
10 years in Korea. Yeah, I know.
A decade.
That's crazy.
Yeah, decade of your life.
Yep. Whole 10 years.
That's
I mean,
insane.
I say all the time, my entire adult life was spent in Asia, in Korea. Because as soon as I graduated college, I just came to Korea right away. So I didn't like live in America my adult life.
Yeah.
So all my experiences are like from a perspective abroad.
Which might be for the better, honestly. Bora Pump. This is a gross game. This is like very vicious.
At the cylinder.
Oh my god. I always say that when somebody does the pump thing, like cylinder, but you know, no one really respects it.
No one respects it.
It's all fun and games. Uh-oh. Alright, you need to OTK him this turn. It needs to be like Tribute for Sirocco, pump,
Which
then
card?
brain control. Yeah, Tribute for Sirocco, pump, then brain control, pump again. And I don't even think that's game, but that's still just like...
yeah, that... Well, those are your two cards, King. A Fortress and a Force.
Yeah, that's not going to cut it against a 6-card Blackwing hand. Kalut. Yep. Yeah, GG. Tokens are so bad. Unless you're converting them the exact same time they come out. Yeah. King Vegeta said, I just saw your Jinzo episode. I kind of want to one-trick the Jinzo deck. I think that the Jinzo deck is actually very real, and it got very far in that tournament. And I think he was like undefeated for like 6 rounds or something like that. He might have been undefeated for the whole Swiss, but I know that person who did get far with the Jinzo OTK Hamster Echo Kaya's deck, they were undefeated for a while in that tournament, if not the whole Swiss. And I keep saying, like, people just don't respect this deck, but it genuinely has a scary matchup against a lot of decks. Like, I remember Frog players losing because of Jinzo. You respect it?
Yeah, I've lost to Jinzo.
Yeah.
Yes, I've lost to Jinzo before.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, people don't respect it. I remember being a Frog player and getting caught with a trap set, and they summon Jinzo, and it's like, that is so awkward because it locks my Treeborn too.
yeah. Yeah. Jinzo is, he's good. He's slept on.
Yeah. The Hamster Echo Kaya's version of the deck does not need to resolve Future Fusion to win either. It plays Limiter Removal, it plays Overload Fusion, it plays Triple Pot Avarice, it plays Dark Arm. It has a lot of other win conditions that it can just like, it can also just Hamster Echo Kaya you out the game. Like, you just lose to the standard, I'm summoning Gear Frame +1, I set Hamster +1, I set Raikou Flip Pop +1, like, I Pot Avarice +1. You just lose to that. You just lose to like regular ass, I'm just getting out-tempoed, out-advantaged over time. And then another game you lose to because they actually did draw Future Fusion and you just lose. I agree, King Vegeta. It does have the scariest Future Fusion activation.
I played one game recently, somebody overloaded Fusion.
Yeah. It's another win condition.
I was just like, okay, damn.
Yeah, tell me how you really feel, right?
Nice. Good card.
I said go to bed, loser.
No, that must give Gary nightmares.
I'll play that shit all the time.
I love black people.
Oh my.
I love my soundboard.
Wait, is that Gary?
Oh,
I love black
I
people.
love white people.
That's Gary?
Wait, listen again.
Okay, I was like, damn. That's like a great soundboard.
I love black people.
My favorite black people. We had a black mutual friend, and anyway, this person wanted something from Gary, and Gary didn't want to give it to him because he doesn't have to.
Yeah.
And then the black guy retaliated by calling Gary racist against black people. And then Gary told me this story, and I just like laughed. And I was like, he probably doesn't even realize that like you have more black friends than he does.
I was about to say, Gary has all black friends. Like, Gary is Gary. I was like, Gary, how come you don't like hanging out with your own people? You're just like, I don't know.
Yeah. Like, I
shit
used
is
to
so
joke
funny.
with him in high school all the time. I'm like, you're the only Asian I know who doesn't hang out with other Asians.
Yeah, Gary is very anti his own. He does not fuck with them. He's like, nope. I said, who'd you sit with in like high school? Like, did you sit with the Asian people or did you sit with the black people? And he's like, I sat with the black people. It's like, Gary, why? Like, why are you like this? Like, why are you like this? Gary's great. Gary is like me for real. Gary's just insane. Like, Gary is fully Chinese and he's just like, I prefer the company of the blacks. I'm like, you know
That's
what?
right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
And we accept them. We accept Gary. We love him.
That's right. He's definitely invited to the
Oh
cookout
yeah,
for sure.
Gary has been to many cookouts. Yo, sometimes Gary will just like have a black ass soul food plate, and I'm like, where'd you get that from? He's like, oh, I went to Black Thanksgiving. I'm like, where? He's like, I don't know, black friends. I'm just like, you. And it'll be like soul food, like baked macaroni and cheese, candy yams, collard greens, stuffing, turkey, ham, ribs, like just everything. And I'm like, yo, this is insane. Gary's great.
Anyway, that bell is calling me back to my
Yeah.
job. So
Got it in my
I'm
stream
gonna
too.
get out of here.
Good talking to you,
PC.
Cairo. Good luck in all your
Yeah.
future and Berlin and the European tournament this weekend. Good luck. I will talk to you later.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, chat. It is officially time for me to end the stream. Thank you all for just chilling with me and Cairo for a little while. Just a little post-tournament conversation. Yeah, I will be back at a later date. Maybe next Tuesday, if not this weekend or something like that. I'm not sure. Do I have any plans this weekend? I'm trying to think. This is the weekend before Chicago. So this weekend is RBT Denver, but I'm not going to that. I'm going to Chicago next week. So I don't really have anything that I'm doing. Oh wait, okay. This weekend I am going to New York actually. So I will be away from home, but I will see you all later nevertheless. And yeah, subscribe to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know the vibes. Peace. See ya.